Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. It's Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports. And coming up on today's show, we will be leaking/revealing the 2023 Las Vegas Raiders schedule. We were going to go live in a few minutes, but we just got the news that the Silver and Black will be traveling to Mile High Stadium and battling the Denver Broncos in Week 1. The Raiders then will play the Buffalo Bills in Week 2 on the road, which means that the home opener will be against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 3. And we'll tell you how you can potentially win 2 tickets to go see the Raiders at Allegiant Stadium up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. If y'all are excited for Las Vegas Raiders football, hit the like button right now. Jeremy Chuggs and I got an entire slate of a show in store for every single one of y'all out there. We're going to be breaking down all the Raiders leaks because the official schedule is not out yet. Once we finally get it, we will break it all down for you. Then I got some surprise cut candidates. We're going to do a mailbag, and we're going to be live here for, I would say, a good 3-4 hours? I don't know. I mean, we'll see how this show goes. I've actually never been live before for the NFL schedule release, so I wanted to do something a little bit different today, and I wanted to be able to hang out with the nation. So the fact that now we know that the Raiders are going to be going up against the Denver Broncos, give me your Week 1 prediction. Raiders, Broncos on the road. When you look at this rivalry over the past 7 games, the Raiders have won 6 out of the 7 matchups, and they've won, I believe, 4 games in a row. It's starting to turn into not so much of a rivalry. Also, Chuggs, I tweeted out, all right, the team that I want to go up against the most Week 1 is the Broncos because I want to start out 1-0. You go up against Buffalo, that's a really tough game. I don't know how that's going to fare, especially since you're also in Buffalo. But the fact of the matter is, you get Denver, Week 1, Sean Payton. Ah, man, that is all sorts of a headline. Hopefully everyone is having a great day. If you haven't already interacted with us in the past, please comment on the video. Please, when we ask you to like it, it does go a long way. Latoya, 28-0. Raiders 27, Broncos 20. Huge shout out to my guy, Def Jasper. I want to see if he's in line to join the show a little bit later today. Queen Sarah Otto says 30-25. Raiders get the win. Great start to the day from our dog. Robert Jansen, 38-24 Raiders. 37-27 Raiders get the win. Edward Bine. Brandon's going to go Raiders 24, Donkeys 12.
Does Sean Payton in Denver scare you at all?
Of course it does. But I'm really, really curious to see how good of a head coach Sean Payton is. Because if he's able to work his magic with Russell Wilson, I mean, the way that he really helped out Drew Brees, don't get me wrong, Drew Brees was an incredible quarterback. He did all the right things. But I still wonder how he's going to do. Brand new system. Is it going to work out the exact same way, the way that it did in New Orleans? Because the Denver Broncos offense was really, really difficult to watch last season. I mean, not for us. It was great for us.
It was
difficult for Broncos
It was
fans.
A great year watching the Broncos as a Raiders fan.
I mean, we did a few watch parties for Thursday Night Football here on this show, and they were Broncos watch parties.
They were on a couple, right?
Yeah, multiple. They had like 7 or 8 primetime games because everyone thought, all right, Russell Wilson with the Denver Broncos, it's going to be all good. It was bad. I mean, it was almost unwatchable for some games. There's no doubt about that. All right, y'all, so friendly reminder, when you send in a super chat, we'll be able to put you up on the show. First one's coming in here from Oscar. Congrats on your engagement, Mitch. Oscar, thank you so much, man. Alex and I, very, very excited about the future. What's up?
Oh, I thought he was talking about your last video. You had a lot of comments.
Engagement. Yeah, there was a lot of comments, a lot of likes, and that's the YouTube engagement that we're looking for. Maybe he is, Chuggs. Maybe he is.
The CTR on that video, crazy.
Through the roof, though. Some people were not exactly happy, but it is what it is, right? Raider Ryan, cheers to you, my guy. Coming up here on today's live Raiders Report show, we will reveal the Silver and Black schedule. Last year, we had it about 45 minutes before the Raiders actually released it. We will do a mailbag, so you can use hashtag Raiders or Super Chat. Then we're going to go through some surprise cut candidates and then a Raiders ticket giveaway. If you don't know what the Raiders ticket giveaway, Chugs, is, let's show them real quick so maybe there's some people out there that still haven't entered. We are going to be giving away 2 tickets to the Raiders home opener, which now we have finally realized is week 3. Up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And all you got to do to enter, if you could make that a little bigger, all you got to do to enter is go to blackoutdivision.com.
Get that a lot.
We can put that link for you guys down in the comments and in the description of today's show. That way it's a little bit easier for you to track. Hang on a second.
Let's just get it a little bit bigger. Just
a little bit bigger. There you go. I put the link for you guys in the comments right now. So you click on that, you enter your email, and then at the very, very end of today's show, we are going to announce the winner. You will get 2 game day tickets. You're going to get party bus tickets. There is a good chance that Chugs and I will be out there as well. You'll have free entry to Barcode Burgers. You're going to get a pair of Charles Woodson jerseys. You're going to get Las Vegas residency hats. A really, really cool deal. 100% free. 2 Raiders tickets at blackoutdivision.com. That's how you get started. Now, we got 400 people tuned in right now. If you think that the Raiders are going to beat the Denver Broncos, I want you to hit that like button. If we don't get 400 likes, I got a lot of unconfident people right now, and maybe you're the people that voted on the under for Raiders 8.5 wins, which I get. So how about this? I'm looking at the live poll. 350 votes, 72% say over, 28% say under. Well, here's your opportunity. How many games will the Raiders win this upcoming season? Last year was a frustrating one, no doubt about it. You won 6 games. I definitely think a lot of people had much, much higher hopes, but, you know, it is what it is. The NFL is a difficult mistress, but the Raiders blew 5 games, 10-point lead. You'd like to imagine that you'd be able to win 3 at least out of those games. You win 3 games, you have 9 wins. Like, to me, when I think of it in that scenario, it gives me a lot more confidence that this Raiders team can go out and they can compete and they can win some football games. I mean, don't get me wrong, their schedule is not easy. I like the fact that they start with Denver, and I like the fact that they end with Denver at home.
Yeah.
That's a big win. You're at home, Denver to end the season.
I like how you have Buffalo week 2, but you have 2 teams that are beatable sandwiching them.
Sure. You can beat the Pittsburgh Steelers at home.
Yeah.
And for this Raiders team, personally, now I get it. It's going to be interesting to see what this team looks like without Derek Carr, because the narrative always was DC can't play in cold weather games. So you're playing at Buffalo. I'd rather play at Buffalo in September.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not going to be too cold. I can't imagine.
I mean, it's September. If it's snowing in September in Buffalo, I mean, I guess we got bigger problems. I don't know. That one would be kind of wild to me. All right, let's see. We got Boogie saying 6 to 8 wins. Lucas going to go 7 to 10 wins. The only, I think you're saying 7 and 10. 11 and 7 is going to be the record. Jay Stab says 7 and 10 for the Raiders. The real ugly dude, 12 and 5. Come on, give yourself a little bit more boost than that. Our dog's going to go with a 9. We have Sujay 12 Jr. between 9 and 11 wins. Let's go to the next one. Rolling in here from Sean Martinez. What's up, brother? Raiders got the win all the way. I'm hoping for 10 games this year. What do you think of our playoff chances are? I mean, right now, I don't think the Raiders' playoff chances are very good. I mean, you really did not improve your defense all that much. I will admit there is a lot, and I mean a lot of question marks around the silver and black and what that defense could potentially look like. There's a lot of question marks around the Raiders, where if Jimmy Garoppolo plays the entire season, I don't care what anyone says, Jimmy G is a hell of a competitor, and he's going to put the Raiders in a fighting chance to make the playoffs. If he gets hurt and you got to rely on Brian Hoyer or Aiden O'Connell, I'm sorry, it's going to be a really, really long year. I'm hoping that the Raiders are competitive. These shows are definitely a lot more entertaining when the Raiders are winning football games. But my gut feeling right now, if I were to make a bet at Vegas, I would say 8 or 9 wins, and that's based off of the fact that they won 6 games last year. I don't think that they're going to blow another 5, 10-point leads.
That's why they're so good. 8.5 win.
Well, Vegas set at 7.5.
Oh.
I know Raider Nation, and I bumped it up 1. I figured if I did 7.5, we'd have even more of the overs.
Yeah.
Vegas has the Raiders at 7.5. I would take that just because of how talented this Raiders offense is.
Yeah.
That's why I would do it. But it is a difficult schedule. 10th toughest in the NFL. Let's go to David. I hear he's taken. Hey, Mitch, is our defense better than last year? I'm still not sold on McDaniels. I'm not sold on McDaniels either, and I'm not going to be sold on him until he takes the Raiders to the playoffs. And even if you get to the playoffs, you don't hire Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler just to get there. You hire him to win a playoff game. If Rich Bisaccia can lead a team to get to the playoffs, you're trying to go that extra nod, right? You're trying to win a playoff game. I'm not sold on this defense necessarily either. I don't know if the defense has really gotten better. I think it really comes down to how healthy is Chandler Jones? Is Tyree Wilson ready to rock in week 1? What does Ja'Cory and Bennett look like? And, what are some of your younger players? Like, can Neil Farrell Jr. step up? Is Matthew Butler ready to take the next step? Is somebody like a Byron Young ready to go to the next? Trevon Merrick, Nate Hobbs, can he get back to being a rookie? This Raiders defense has so many question marks around it that I can make an argument that they could be a bottom 5 defense. I can also make the argument that they could sneak in to the top 20. Let's go to this next question here. Holly Jolly. I've been seeing a lot of people on social media. This is the very first game that was leaked.
I saw a tweet from Graf earlier. He said,
"Yep,
if you're already pissed about this game, you need to relax because there hasn't even been a snap yet. We don't even know. Like, what if Mahomes gets hurt out a couple weeks, he's not playing this game or whatever, or the Raiders defense, everybody steps up.
Sure.
Like week 1 to week 15, you could have a totally different outlook. The Texans could be number 1 in the AFC South. Like anything can happen.
You never know. And the way that I look at this game is this. The fact that this game is at Kansas City. Yeah, losing to the Chiefs would suck. And losing to the Chiefs always sucks because it's Kansas City. But I don't really think a lot of Raider fans look at that game and are like, this is a must-win. So to me, like, I want to tell my kids about this. I want them to make a Christmas movie about how the Raiders on Christmas Day on Nickelodeon marched into Kansas City and took down the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, that story sounds a lot better because the Raiders are going to be the underdogs no matter what. Unless Mahomes is somehow injured, the Raiders will be the underdog. So because of that, my Christmas would be off the charts if the Raiders were able to win it. Chugs and I would be a little tipsy going home, I'm not going to lie to you, but
hopefully one of us gets slimed.
I'll tell you this. We're going to have slime for that game. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if it's going to be
having
slime exactly.
100% slime eggnog. 2 things we're having for that game.
Oh, dude. Eggnog.
Dude, that Southern Comfort eggnog we got last year?
It's
bomb.
still in the fridge.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm totally kidding. We threw that away a long time ago, which probably a good thing, man. Probably a good thing. All right, man. So are you happy or are you sad? I am seeing most of the people right now are saying that they are happy, the fact that the Raiders are
a lot of Pharrells in the comments.
Yeah?
Because I'm happy.
Robert Green, Queen Sarah Otto, all saying that they are happy. We got 540 people watching. We got Jordan Award Super Chat coming in here. It says, do we know what day the Indy game is? Going to that one. From what I see right now, I don't have an update on the Indianapolis game quite yet. So it could either be week 17, 15, 13, 7, or week 4, from what I understand. It'll be I'll be curious to see though the rest of this Raiders schedule come through. And once we get the entire schedule, we'll break it all down for you guys here on the Raiders Report. Let's go to Jasper. Jasper, thank you so much for the super. And guess what, Chugs? It's his very first super chat, which I don't have a beer on me, so I'm going to have to go get one. But, hey, this is what we do around here. If it's your first time super chat, we take a drink. So I'm going to take a little drink here for the first time super chat. I got a little Fireball, which this might be going down a bad avenue. But huge, huge shout out to Jasper and Super Chat. So how about this? Let's talk about some of our Super Chat deals here on the Raiders Report, because what I like to do here is I always like to break down some deals. I like to have a good time, and I want the nation to really let their hair down when they watch the show. Yeah, Beatbox88 says, you guys drinking today? Beatbox, the answer to that is yes. So this is going to be the specials today. Every 250 likes, we got wheel spins. And for those of you that watched our draft coverage, jelly beans are on the menu. If you're a first-time super chatter, I'll take a drink. If you send in a $20 super chat, you are entered to win a signed football by Jeremy Chugs and I. Very similar to some of the footballs that we gave out during the regular season. And so you'll be able to check those out, but it'll be signed by Jeremy and I. So every 20, you are entered. $100 super chat you can put onto our Boot Hall of Fame. And then whoever is the MVP, you're getting a Raiders Report boot. What do you got for me?
Breaking Moose.
You okay?
Just got sent this by one of the executive producers, Sam Brown.
Yep.
Jets at Raiders, Week 10, Sunday Night Football.
Oh, dude, that's great. My dad's birthday is November 20th.
I've been waiting all day.
He's
for
going down.
Sunday night.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
It's a home game. Aaron Rodgers, New York Jets.
Wow. Aaron Rodgers will be
visiting. We got to get your dad here for that game.
I'll see what I can do. If
we could get him here for that game.
Oh, dude.
We might have to cut him off. We might have to have a limit, but he's going to get toasted.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe too toasted. I'd be a little worried about, especially since he was just doing fireball shots for free. So we are getting closer and closer to actually having this Raiders schedule. So, Chugs, what I kind of figured I would end up doing here is doing some of these other cuts and then get into the schedule. However, I think now we're getting so close, giggity.
We're so close.
That I would rather wait for the schedule reveal, get the schedule, get it out, and then continue with our other programming of the mailbag, surprise cut candidates. John Scheffler, you in.
You in.
You in. John Scheffler says, put me in, coach. I want a Raiders boot. Johnny Sheff, you in. Maybe I can get my football that I lost on draft day. Well, not only that, he's got his football here, and then on top of that, chance to win the boot. Because right now, Sheffy is the MVP. So MVP is either biggest or most super / Venmo ever sent in. Yeah, my dad, Martin, he'd be in rough shape. My dad's a Jets fan.
Beatbox 88. You guys drinking?
Oh, dude, we're here to have a good time. I'm here to have a good time, break down any news that we get around the Raiders and really around any leaks that we get. So I'm going to try to do a better job of keeping that one up to date. Like we just got Seahawks at Cowboys, Week 13, Thursday Night Football.
Raiders Cowboys.
No, Seahawks Cowboys.
Oh, Seahawks,
did I say Raiders?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. See, I'm off my walls here.
Next question up.
What Raiders rookie will have the biggest impact this season? Let me know, y'all. What up, Violator? What up, Violator? Yeah, Sunday Night Football, Jets at Raiders, Week 10. Violator, you got to pull up to the stream because my dad is a huge, huge fan of yours. He has, for the longest time, wanted me to dress up as Violator live on the show. He's like, you should ask him if you can paint your face like him, wear the spikes.
We're trying to get violated.
Well, no, that... See, I've told that story, Violator, a few times, how your wife's jersey says Violated. I almost feel like that'd be your jersey. I'll wear Violator, you wear Violated. Which, I don't think we have 57 yet. Sounds like an idea. Sounds like an idea. All right, who's going to have the biggest impact this season as a rookie? What do we got? Michael Mayer from Doors Lover. Dude loves doors. Big knob guy. Wilson from Robert Jansen.
I have an unconventional answer.
Beatbox 88! Bang! Put that man on the Boot Hall of Fame.
Let's go!
And right now, our brand new MVP, David Zahn, Spam and Bang, which means all of you.
Check out the new graphic.
Spam Bang. Ready? Fetty poppin'. We got the Fetty. Now I can say congrats on the engagement since we drink it today. What's your routine before a Raider game? And let's get a Raiders! My routine before a Raiders game, I wake up nice and early, have a nice cup of coffee or two, walk into the studio, and I try to eat as much food as my body can possibly handle. I mean, it's like a food challenge because I know how much I'm going to be eating, drinking during game day, so I need to be able to soak up all the liquid. Besides that, Chugs and I come up with a few different ideas. I might wear a lucky jersey here or there. That's my routine before a Raiders game.
Skipped one thing. We noob it up.
Nootropics. Yep.
We noob it up.
Noop it up from Panda Sups. That wakes me up. I actually take a scoop. Chugs and I both do a scoop of nootropics before just about every single Raiders live show that we do.
Noop it up.
Yeah, man,
Noop it up.
So right now, Beatbox is the MVP and the front runner, dude. Thank you so much for the congratulations. It still seems almost like a dream to be real. The fact that now being engaged is wild, man.
Right?
It's wild. It's like the other day I was introducing Alex and
Slingshot engaged.
and I almost dropped the
Brandon Jasper Bay!
Well, some of y'all know what that means, and for those of you that don't, go get your drinking pants on. Go get your drinking pants on.
It's perfect because you threw them in the fridge before we started.
I did. You
I'll be right back.
Yep, go fill those up. Most people say that there's two things certain in life. I say three. Death, taxes, and my shout out for locals for the best content, personal interaction, and weekly pick'ems. It's seasonal. Oh, man, Brandon, that's a legendary one. I mean, Brandon's one of the OGs around here on the Raiders Report. There's no doubt about it. And if I'm wearing your jersey on a show and you send in a $100, I will do a boot on the house. Oh, the boot would probably help, yeah. That's on me. Jeremy goes out to fill up the boot. No boot. I want the happy dad. Give me a happy dad. And because I got the Brandon Jasper jersey on, him and Beatbox are tied right now for the MVP lead. Brandon and Beatbox, you in as well. Jeremy stepped out real quick to go fill up the boot. We got some other super chats from GA Patriot, Donald Carpenter, Sir Chai. I will get to in just a second. But if you guys haven't already, this show's about interacting with the nation. Brandon is a longtime Raiders Report watcher. He has done so many amazing things for this channel, for myself personally. He is a dude who I know for a fact, whether it was Oakland, Las Vegas, Los Angeles tailgate, Brandon Jasper is the guy that I want to be tailgating with. So I'll show some love here to Mr. Brandon Jasper. Spam Brandon, or you can spam Def Jasper down in the comments. We can probably do a 2 o'clock a little bit later on today. It is on the wheel, by the way. So you guys can get a 2 o'clock if we get to 250 likes. Because then we can spin the wheel. My dad's spamming it. Def Jasper El Loco. Dad, Raiders, Jets, Week 10, Sunday Night Football at Allegiant Stadium. You're coming here. So just put that down. Best Pop-Tart flavor? I guess it depends if I want chocolate, because if I do, I want s'mores, or I just go the brown sugar cinnamon. Oh, that's my favorite. Oh, that's my favorite. Got a happy dad boot. Dad, you're coming to Dallas, so get ready right now. He just said I'll be there. But I mean, I'll handle your tickets and all that stuff, so he probably will drive, honestly. He's probably already on his way. He just left. He got the notey. He said, all right, we're going right now. All right, Chugs, I told everybody to start spamming Brandon Jasper. If anybody wants to say hi to my dad, you can say Richie or Mr. Renz. I believe he will answer to either of those. So, Brandon, this one's for you, Chugs. Let's start giving some shout-outs to some of the peeps.
Let's go. Oh, wow.
Oh, boo that man.
Richie.
Boo that man.
Oh! We'll get back to yours, GA Patriot. We'll get back to yours. But
Sean
Martinez! Bang!
Let's rock today.
He said can't be left out of this action. Hell yeah, Sean. Hell yeah.
He's all about that action, boss.
Sean Martinez from 3. Bang!
Wet. All right, I still have a boot here. Hang on a second.
Sean Martinez. Wet.
Let's go start spamming some Seans down in the chat. All right, I got to do this, man. You getting messed up today. You know what, Robert? That's fine with me.
Let's go. My main man, Sean Martinez. Keeping it real. Thank you for your service, my man. That bang is for you. GA Patriot, McClendon Curtis, most impactful rookie this year. Hot take express right here. Mitch loves this guy. I don't know if he'll be the most impactful year one. I mean, if he starts, he has the chance to. Mitch, that was a pretty good time.
Oh,
That was a pretty good time. Not gonna lie.
dude, I'm not going to lie to you. That happy dad hurt.
That was a pretty good time.
You know, I appreciate that. That's coming from you. That's like Usain Bolt watching a guy run a 20-second 100-meter sprint. He's like, that was good. That was good. I do love McClendon Curtis. Wow. McClendon Curtis when the happy dad hits. McClurtis.
I love McClendon Curtis.
Bobby Boucher. No, this is probably, I'd say, my favorite UDFA signing. Like, if you told me, okay, Mitch, which out of all the UDFAs is going to be the most impactful for the Raiders?
Wait, check the super chat rev so far.
365. Nice.
365.
I think McClendon is going to be the most impactful UDFA. I do think, though, and this might be a hot take for people who don't watch the show a lot, but I flat out said, there's a chance he starts at right guard. I liked him a lot when he was first coming out of college. He's going to get opportunities. I know the Raiders are very high on him, and the expression is money talks, right? You got the highest money out of any UDFA by the Raiders, $210,000 guaranteed. So the guaranteed dollars are there, and the Raiders believe in him. He's a really, really sneaky player to make the team and then go play right guard. Watch out for McClendon Curtis. GA Patriot, you're a real one. Let's go to Donald Carpenter. Going to Soldier Field, what week is it? Never been to Chicago. How is it? I've been to Chicago one time. It was for 12 hours. I went in December. It was 45 degrees. I wore a scarf, and people made fun of me the entire time. They're like, oh, you're definitely not from here. The field itself was really cool. I ended up running into a Raider fan. It was Bears-Packers. This is probably like 4 years ago. Great, like, I mean, it was a great time. It really was, man. It was a really, really good time.
Also, Brandon Jasper, Sean Martinez, I forgot to say, but you in.
You in. I did say it. When you were gone filling up the boot, I said that they're in.
Oh, you're so in.
Oh, dude. If you don't know what you're in for,
Donald, we're waiting.
Signed Raiders football.
We're waiting on the rest of the leaks right now.
Yep.
The Bears is actually one of the games we don't know yet.
Correct. It's one of the games that we don't know. Right now, I would say the games that we don't know for the Raiders, Week 4, Week 7, Week 11, Week 13, Week 15, Week 17. Those would be the games that I would say we do not know yet. So we're going to try to keep an eye out for all of those. Sir Chai, I got to see the Raiders beat Sierra's husband in Denver.
I think until he gets more touchdowns than bathrooms in his house this year, he just goes by Sierra's husband.
I'm good with that. We won't refer to him as his name. He will be Sierra's husband. You guys good with that? We got a lot of inside jokes. Whoever was the Raiders report watcher that went to the Dodgers game the other day and held up a sign that said, Mookie Betts eats corn the long way, shout out to you. Chugs and I are doing a lot of crazy things on this show, but I'm always down to get a little bit of an inside joke. Good friends always have inside jokes. So number 3 for the Broncos is now officially known as Sierra's husband. Let's go to Aggressive Master Raider, top 10 name. Rolled 30-plus deep to Minnesota in 2019. Half the fam are Vikings fans. We got whooped. Payback 2023 in Vegas, baby. And a very loud Raiders!
Raiders!
So my uncle, who his nickname is Moose, my uncle Steve, big Vikings fan. Like, big Vikings fan. And I really need the Raiders to win that game. Seep's out there. He's a Vikings fan. He's probably going to be live on his Vikings channel. But, man, that's going to be a big one. And I also can't stand Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins might be one of my least favorite players in the NFL. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Aggressive Master Raider, you a real one, my man. We got 550 people watching. We are 10 likes away from spinning the wheel. If you're just tuning in, we are live here on the Raiders Report for the official announcement of the Raiders schedule.
Bro,
what?
You have to see this profile pic.
Who is it? Is that Howie? Okay.
With corn.
Oh my God, it's Howie with corn. Did somebody make this? Howie Longway?
I think somebody did an AI pic.
Somebody had to make this. Shout out the podcast for gifting me last week's boot. Who won the boot last week? I already forget. Who won the boot? Was it?
I think it was podcast.
Okay. If Howie Longway won the boot then, is that the name? Did you change your name? Because I know this. I would have remembered that picture. And the name. That's elite, though.
He said podcast won it, and he said that podcast is going to give it to him.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Howie Longway, congratulations to you, good sir.
I was Raider Beard.
Raider Beard. Okay. Okay. That makes more sense. I was going to say there's no way Howie Longway with this picture has been in this chat for as long. And for a Mount Raider More member to give you that, no way. So, Howie Longway, Raider Beard, it's connecting the dots here a little bit. I was like, I know my chat. No way. Viking King, what up from Australia? Bonjour to you.
Good eye, mate.
My Raiders brothers. And also, you in. You are entered to win.
Bigger bloke. Sierra's husband or Jackson Mahomes. Bigger bloke.
It's probably Jackson Mahomes.
What do you say, Viking King?
It's probably Jackson Mahomes. Killer Cruisin', the home opener week 3 against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Viking King, let me know if I can come stay with you. I want to visit Australia.
Home opener week 3 against the Steelers, and there's a rather good chance that Chugs and I will be somewhere around there. It'll be around there. Jake Peters, this show isn't about supers, man. It's about having a good time. If people want to send some in, you can. If you want to send me hearts, even better. Even better. We got 551 people. Chugs, guess what? We just hit 250 likes, which means let's get it warmed up. Let's get that wheel warmed up. So I'll be honest, I haven't seen this wheel yet. Chugs made it. Mitch Slap is on there. Jesus. Come on. Chugs Gritty. Give me a Chugs Gritty. Chugs Gritty. What's on there? Tuna Clock, Karaoke, Chug Shot. We're both getting slapped. Mitch and Chugs Jelly Bean. That's dangerous. That's dangerous, man.
I'm a little upset.
Chugs Gritty. I'm excited. Honestly, I almost thought about making the title of this YouTube stream Raiders schedule release plus Chugs Gritty. If that doesn't get you to click in, I don't know what will. All right, y'all. Who will get the #1 pick next year? All that the Chicago Bears picked the Carolina Panthers. They traded up for it. But after the schedule release, you start to see some of the other matchups and exactly what's happening here. Great. You keep doing your move out of the way, and I'm going to keep talking. So, who get #1 pick next? If you want A, B, C, D, or F. To me, the team that I'd be willing to bet on one overall pick, I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, he's stunning on him. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals. I love it. He's still going. I think you're good. I think you're good. Let's go, Chuck. Unbelievable. They're saying that my my audio is getting a little bit. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm definitely cutting in and out. Okay. Robert, appreciate you, man. Who's going to be the #1 pick in next year's draft? Is Chugs okay? He's all right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you put your mic on. Let me re-plug and then we'll go from there.
Yep. I don't know what just happened.
I think I moved. What about now? Sounds better now?
Yeah.
Testing, 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 testing. All right, I think we're good. Sorry, guys. Sometimes when I move around a lot, it cuts in and out.
Still
Cutting in and out?
Yeah.
Oh, man. El Loco says, thought it was my audio. I mean, I can try to go get a new headset.
I think it might be the XLR. Hold on one second.
Okay. You're good. Guys, we'll get it figured out. Sometimes audio issues happen here and there. We'll get it figured out.
Let me try this one thing. Let me try switching these.
And? Yeah, Jeffrey says the Cardinals, and I agree. To me, the Cardinals are definitely going to be a team that struggles.
Okay.
Sorry, King.
No, I think it's the XLR. Yeah. So
Chuck, you take over talking. We'll get my audio fixed here, and then we'll do it.
The audio just keeps on cutting in and out, Sam. Woo! So, let me give some shout-outs of who we think. I'm gonna just put myself up on screen, just me. There we go. Let's see. Who we think is going to get the #1 pick next year. We have Bears, Cardinals. Reminder, also, the Cardinals have the Texans first-round pick next year. Bears, Broncos, Buccaneers. That's a sneaky one. The Bucs could get it. Saints, Bears, Eagles from Queen Sarah Auto. Raider Larry might be 5 minutes behind. He just said, get it, Chugs. He might be a little behind. Let's see. Cards, Bears. Carolina, 2 years in a row. Oh, I mean, I guess they traded up this year, but having the first overall pick 2 years in a row? I don't know. Texans, I mean, unless the Texans own the Browns first next year. So if the Browns have the worst record, the Texans have the #1 overall pick. Saints, KC, Lions, Vegas, Texans, Patriots. Patriots could be a sneaky option. They don't like Mac Jones. They don't really have a quarterback. Could be a sneaky option. Saints, Kansas City. Oh, I hope not. Because that means Mahomes got hurt, and then they got really lucky. Oh, well, since Mitch is gone, every $20 equals a shot for Mitch. You know the rules. He's not in the restroom right now, but we all know the rules. If you're not on screen, if you leave screen, every 20 is a shot until you get back. Let me know. You okay, Sam? Okay. Hi. No way it's the Saints. $20. Oh! Eric, $20 and you in. Eric. Super chat, I am in. Eric, you're in. And you only have one shot, luckily, Mitch. That's fine. Yeah, it's one of those. So I'm gonna bring Mitch back on. In a second, I'll bring Mitch. All right, here. Let me put up another question, and then I'm gonna give Sam the mouse, so we can get this figured out. Who will get the #1 pick next year? We just asked that one, so let me ask this one. I don't think it's gonna be the Chiefs 2 years in a row. Who do you think the best team in the AFC is gonna be next year? Let me know. Yeah, I know. Who's going to be the best team in the AFC next year? I'm going to give some shout-outs. Marcus Bell saying Raiders. Doors Lover saying Raiders. Bengals, Raiders. Dolphins, Bengals. Buffalo, Jets, Bengals, Raiders. Bills, Raiders, Raiders. Bills, Raiders, XFL. Raiders, F the rest. You damn straight. KC, Bills, Raiders. It might be the Bills' year this year. It might be the Bills' year this year to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. Be the best team in the AFC. I don't know. Martin saying Raiders, it's our turn. Eduardo, the Houston Roughnecks. They didn't even make it to the championship game. As finally, I can welcome back my lovely host. Go ahead.
All right, what's up, y'all?
There we go. Yeah.
I think we're back. I just need it on my screen now. That would be a big help. So hopefully the audio issues are a little bit better now for everyone out there.
Cable. If that one's not working.
It might be the headset. Then,
Yeah,
because it's cutting
the headset.
in and out still. He might just need a new headset.
Yeah.
Someone's getting punked. Well, Mitch, since you can't talk right now, why don't you go ahead and make that mouth useful and take a shot for me for Eric?
That's good.
We did all that moving and it was actually just the headset.
Yep. Yep. Also, Steelers at Raiders. Sunday Night Football.
That's
Home
Sunday
opener.
night.
Home opener.
I've been waiting. That's actually perfect for us if we're going to go out. We're planning on home opener possibly going out and doing some Raiders parties the day before. That makes it better for us because that means we don't have to hurry and come back for a noon game. That means the party can be Saturday night.
Dude.
Fly back midday Sunday, come straight to the office.
I'm ready. Might be a little hungover, but I'm ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Five primetime games. 5 primetime games for the Raiders this year. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
5 of them.
Everybody, I know we usually... Oh, he needs... Yeah, gotcha.
Lord Buddy Bear, F. Roger Goodell. All right, grade the audio. I think we should be good now. I mean, I think before it was cutting in and out a little bit. I'm pretty sure we're good now.
You sound beautiful.
I'll say, now I can definitely hear the difference. Martin, I can hear now. Awesome. Are we good?
We love him.
Are we good?
We love him. He's the reason why our audio is fixed.
Yep.
Everybody in the comments, give us some F-Sams.
F-Sam,
F-Sam, F-Sam, F-Sam, F-Sam, F-Sam. Hey, wait, week 1 prediction.
Broncos 34-zip.
Wow. He's a Broncos fan. That's why we chant F-Sam. For those that do not know, sorry for the audio issues. I've had that headset. That's been my headset here at Chat Sports. I'm actually a little bit heartbroken. You ever have like your very first car and you don't want to put it away? Like you don't want to sell it. You're like, oh no, the thing still runs. That was the very first headset I had here at Chat Sports. It's the only headset I've ever had.
Does this one feel weird?
It does.
It's like wearing a new pair of shoes.
It's a little bit
You're
out
like
there.
trying to kind of get used to it. It kind of feels weird a little bit the first day.
Feels weird around my ears.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're gonna make it. We're gonna be all right here.
Martin, aka Sherlock Holmes, he said it might just be the mic.
Yeah, I think it was just the mic. But yes, Raiders, Steelers,
Wait.
Sunday night
Wait.
football. This is huge.
Martin might have a good idea.
All right, I'm listening.
Look in the chat.
What does he got? Might just be the mic. Give the headset away.
Do we auction the broken headset?
Would you guys? I mean,
Your first and only headset you've worn. I mean, if you.
yeah. All right, let's do it. I mean, how about this today? How about we'll do this today? We'll do. We'll give away the headset tomorrow during Raiders happy hour.
Yeah.
Because we're giving away the boot today, And then we could do the my very first Raiders headset for tomorrow.
I was gonna say you might have to text in to Mount Raider more because there might be a couple guys in there that would.
I'll sign it. I'll sign it. Yeah, I mean it's my only headset I've ever had since I've worked here.
You're sounding kind of sentimental right now. Are you sure you want to give it away?
This show's about giving back to the nation. It's about. I don't know, I mean, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans. So. That headset as well. Well, when we first started, we used to use the lav mics where they would just connect right to your shirt. But then we had too much background noise, so then we had to go to this.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
This is like where Sarah McLachlan tunes in.
I'll tell you all about it when
yeah, man. We'll do the headset giveaway tomorrow on the Raiders Report for Raiders Happy Hour. I think that sounds like a pretty damn good idea. All right, man. We got 600 diehard Raider fans tuning in right now for our Raiders schedule release.
And we were actually talking about you earlier in the office.
Lord Buddy Bear. We were talking about Buddy Bear because he was live on Locals yesterday with me while tuning into Knicks, while also tuning in to, I believe, Lakers and Warriors. Like, that's some legendary GOAT shit there from Buddy Bear. We got the Buddy Bear jersey, we got the Choco Bear jersey, and we got the Roxy jersey. Shout out to Lord frickin' Buddy Bear, man. One of the legends around here.
Buddy Bear.
So, Chugs, now that we have officially have when the Raiders home opener is, who it's against, and what time it is, let's tell the nation one more time here how you can win 2 free tickets to Raiders Steelers Sunday Night Football.
Are you serious?
Dude, this is perfect for us. We're going to be able to go out now. I mean, now it's locked in. Chugs and I are going to go. Not to the game, but we will be at the Saturday party. We're going to not be on the party bus. We will be at Barcode Burgers, and you're still going to get a pair of Woodson jerseys, residency hats, but most importantly, 2 free tickets to the Raiders home opener against the Steelers Sunday Night Football. All you got to do is enter your email address at blackoutdivision.com. Blackoutdivision.com.
I can't wait for Carrie Underwood. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Steelers and the Raiders for a primetime fight. Jimmy G's rocking, getting free sex all day. The NFL rocks on NBC.
I'll tell you this right now. I love Carrie Underwood. I'd much rather listen to that version than what Carrie sings. Not everybody in this office agrees, but that one was elite.
I'm getting.
I'll tell you what. Seriously, though. Win 2 tickets. It's free to enter. All you have to do is enter your email address down at the link below. It's going to take you to the Blackout Division website. It literally says, win free 2 tickets. We will announce the winner at the end of today's show.
Wait, we also have, what is that?
We got
First time super alert.
A first time super alert. Dylan Taylor, congrats on the engagement, Mitch. Hoping for a winning season, but honestly, have faith in McDummy. I mean, that last sentence is everything that I stand for. I want to have faith in McDummy, but the fact that you just called him McDummy makes me wonder, do you have faith in him? I don't know, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I want to sit up here and say that I have all the faith in the world in this Raiders organization. Every single person watching the show right now wants to say that. But after last season, it's very, very difficult to confidently look at every single one of y'all in the eyes and say, this team's doing the right things.
We are 6 games away from having the full schedule leak.
Yeah, we're getting close. We're definitely getting close. Also, if you could have somebody bring me in a few happy dads, that would be great.
Yeah.
I think it's time for a few happy dads. I gotta take a sip for Dylan. If I do sips every time a fireball, it's not gonna be a good show. We're gonna get to the final when we get the final games here, and it's just gonna be an absolute shit show.
I'll go grab you some. Do you have any flavors preference?
I think we have the I think we have the tropical ones in the fridge. Tropical happy dads. Let's do it. What teams that didn't make the playoffs last year will make it this year? All right, I like this question. For reference here, if you guys don't know all the playoff teams, yeah, the playoffs did not. Raiders not in them. All right, let me see here. Let me just pull them up real quick here for all the playoff teams. No, I don't want divisional. Let's go wild card. All right, so Seahawks, Niners, Chargers, Jags, Dolphins, Bills, Giants, Vikings, Ravens, Bengals, Cowboys, Buccaneers, and then Eagles, Chiefs. Out of those teams, who's not making it this year? Who's not making it this year? Leon Ratley says, go Suns. Are you nervous that Aiton's not playing tonight? Personally, I think the Suns are better when Aiton's not on the court, but hey. What team that didn't make the playoffs last year will make it this year? Oh, boy. So I actually phrased the question wrong. Either one. KC from Paul, Cowboys from Adrian, Eagles from Zelbo, Cowgirls from Eric M. What up, man? Adrian, Lakers in 6. If they don't win game 6, how nervous are you? I will say this, if it is Lakers Warriors game 7, I would be intrigued to try to do a watch party. That would be a fun watch party. I would at least try to do one. I don't know if our schedule aligns exactly because I am going to Cancun. Just so y'all know, I will be in Cancun from May 17th to May 24th. So I'll still get you guys a video every single day, but the live show's schedule might be a little bit different unless Chugs wants to let his hair down a little bit and get wild. And I mean, I personally don't care. If you just wanted to go live one day for the Raiders report, I'm down. I mean, it'd be pretty sick. If we did like a Raiders happy hour and if I could Skype in from Cancun, I'm down. Yeah, Alex probably wouldn't love that so much, but we'll get her a massage. She'll go, and then I'll be able to interact with the nation. We'll figure it out. We got 619
what is
people.
this Warriors-Lakers debate?
Yeah, let's go to it. You got to weigh in too. Lakers, Warriors, who you got? That game's tonight, right?
I can pull it up.
Who you got?
It is
Lakers.
It is not tonight.
Warriors tomorrow?
I believe it is tomorrow.
Lakers, Warriors.
Wait, they're Nah, I don't know.
I don't know. It might not even be tomorrow. I'm not an NBA guy. This might surprise y'all.
They played last night and the Warriors won.
Yeah. Big
So
win.
it's not tonight.
Big win.
I don't know if it's tomorrow.
Dylan. Cheers
if
for the
it's
first time super chat.
Saturday.
And you in. Doors Lover says Warriors. That's low-key one of my favorite names. What on earth is she sending me? Charles Loy says Lakers. Warriors. I'm a Kings fan from Howie Longway. I was rooting for the Kings. I'm not going to lie to you. Who you got? Type LAL for the Los Angeles Lakers or GSW for the Golden State Warriors. What?
Come on.
Who do you want? What are you coming on about?
Oh, I just want the schedule to finally come out.
Oh. Well, I actually heard the people releasing the schedule. They were like, do not come.
Do not come.
Do not come. And then an intern was like,
Shane said, I'm a Suns fan.
Suns fan.
Interesting turn of events. Apparently, Jamal Murray and DeAndre Ayton both doubtful / out for tonight's game.
That's huge for Phoenix.
I mean, which is worse, Jamal Murray for the Nuggets?
Jamal Murray being out for the Nuggets is worse than Ayton. 100%. 100%. Not a doubt in my mind. Not a doubt in my mind.
That's the late game tonight. Which our guys have been lucky because Knicks, Lakers, or I guess Lakers and Warriors are the late game.
Yep.
But Knicks and the Sixers games have been the 6:30 games.
Yeah.
They've gotten a little lucky on those, but
That's true. That's true. All right, this is what I want to do here, Chugs. Let's get into a mailbag, okay?
okay.
We've had a little bit of a stall point, and technically the schedule doesn't have to come out for another 2 hours, okay? So let's do a mailbag,
Okay.
and if we get the whole schedule while we're doing the mailbag, whatever, scrap it, we can do it again some other time.
Okay.
Cool?
Brandon.
Does that work for you guys? I want to get into a
Jeff?
mailbag here. So essentially what's going to happen here is this. Use hashtag Raiders to be featured in one of our Raiders Report mailbags. Any question, it can be about players to sign, players that the Raiders drafted. The only thing I ask is don't make it anything schedule related. Cool? Nothing schedule related because then it won't be featured.
Buddy Bear makes a great point. Brandon Jasper, hey Buddy Bear, my signed Raiderettes picture is the Los Angeles Raiderettes. Interested, would like, great wherever you put it.
Okay.
I
would look good. No, I think he's just simply saying that he's got a signed Raiderettes picture in Los Angeles, and if Buddy Bear's interested, I think it sounds like Brandon would just give it to Buddy Bear. It's pretty dope.
Buddy Bear makes a good point, though.
Schedule won't be complete until we get 500 likes. He gets it. See, Buddy Bear gets it. That's why he's got Lord in front of it. Yeah. And Martin, I see hashtag R. You got to use hashtag Raiders. So if you did, Martin, hashtag Raiders, are we going to re-sign Josh Jacobs? That would be the right way to do it. But it would be extension, would technically be the correct terminology. But yes, the schedule is officially 2 hours away from being released. However, if we get more of the schedule here, we will be able to break it down for you, give you exactly, all 17 games when the Raiders' bye is. We still don't have every game. We're missing a few. So
We have Kansas City's full schedule.
Yep.
So the Raiders should be close behind.
Yeah, the fact that the Chiefs' full schedule is in, the Chiefs' full schedule is Lions at Jacksonville versus the Bears, at the Jets, at the Vikings versus the Broncos, versus the Chargers, at Denver versus Miami, bye week, versus Philadelphia,
Monday
at
night.
Las Vegas. The fact that that's big for the Raiders. They got Philly and then the Raiders.
And it's Monday night, so they'll have a short week.
Short week. Big time. And then at Green Bay. And then even at New England, and then versus Las Vegas. I like it. We got a chance, man. In the NFL, anybody can beat anybody. I don't care what anyone says.
There's a chance.
I don't care what anybody says. All right, Chuck, so this is what we're going to do. Mailbag time. Give me 10 minutes. No sponsor. Give me 10 minutes of the mailbag, and then we'll be good. Cool? So here's what we're going to do. Coming up here, I'm going to answer all of your questions or comments. You can use hashtag Raiders, or you can super chat to get featured on the mailbag. And I'm a man who likes deals. I want to be able to let my hair down here a little bit. So the special deal is going to be this. I just saw Coach send one in. Special deal is going to be this. I'm a little nervous to do this because for those of you that didn't watch our draft coverage, these jelly beans are terrible. Okay? Absolutely terrible. Every $50 super chat we get, I will eat a jelly bean. Sound good? During the mailbag, I will eat a jelly bean. Sounds good? Are you ready? Are you ready?
I think so.
You think you're ready? Once you give me the thumbs up. Yeah, Steven. So for those that don't know these jelly bean flavors, liver and onions, old bandage, dead fish, dirty dishwater, booger, rotten egg, stink bug, barf, stinky socks.
And we tested it.
It's bad.
We tested them. We had 8 of the same color jelly beans.
Correct.
7 of them were bad.
Yeah, we did the toothpaste one because toothpaste doesn't taste bad. Toothpaste is like the bad flavor out of them. I'm telling you right now, if you haven't, order the Bean Boozled online.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Lay them out for your kids during Easter and just laugh your ass off. I'm telling, as a dad, I'm doing it. I'm telling you right now, I'm 100% doing it. You will laugh unbelievably hard.
You're even cleaning up throw up.
Well, or just a barf throw up jelly bean. Either one, though. Either one. Or dead fish. They're all.
Every time you cuss in the Rins household, you have to eat a Bean Boozled jelly bean.
Oh, my God. That's terrible. That's parent cruelty.
What did you say? Liver and onions. Put them in.
We don't wash our mouths out with soap here.
You eat a old bandage jelly bean.
Killa Cruisin'. What's up, Killa? Let's put Killa's other super chat. It was between Howie Longway and Eric M. I think we accidentally skipped over Killer Cruisins.
Oh, we did.
Yep. So put both the Killer Cruisins.
That's actually whenever we had
the audio issues. Killer, yeah, that's on us, man. Once the audio issues hit, we kind of skipped ahead on a few things. So we'll put Killer's first super chat in the mailbag, and we'll get squared away there.
We have this one.
Yo, if you guys go, I'll pick you guys up. Are we going to go crazy and going to show you a badass time in Vegas?
We'll have an itinerary of stuff we got to do.
Correct. Like, we're not just going to go out there for fun. Like, honestly, I got to work. So Chugs and I will have to make a lot of videos while we're out there. One of the videos that I want to be able to do is like a stadium tour with us two. I think it'd be a cool video for YouTube. But when we're out there, we'll have fun. We'll definitely have a good time. That I can promise.
We should do a short of you standing in front of the Venetian fountains, like with your mouth open, and have like one of the things going up.
I feel like that just looks like a really bad crop. Like, people can do a lot worse with that. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, Killer, we got you, brother. We got you, Killer. All right, y'all. Since the Raiders' schedule has not been released yet, and it's not going to be released for another 2 hours unless we get a few more leaks.
Unless we get 500 likes, apparently.
Yeah, apparently if we get the 500 likes, then we can release the schedule. So, you just let me know. How much to see you eat a special jelly bean? During this mailbag, every 50 that we get, I'll eat a special jelly bean. I'm telling you right now, they're awful. Jake Peters, can you see my hearts? Yes. I can see every single heart that you guys put in the chat. Every single one. And including the corn cobs. Corn the long way would be an interesting flavor. Would definitely be. All right, y'all. It is time right now to get into our mailbag. Then we'll get back to the schedule unless we get some more. What? We're good? Cool. And then after that, I think what I want to end up doing here is a Raiders surprise cut candidates video if we still don't have anything around the schedule. Sound good? Sounds good. Coming up right now, a Raiders Report mailbag. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and friendly reminder that this video was recorded on Thursday, May 11th. So if anything changes, hey, don't hate on me too much. This first one is rolling in here from Sean Martinez. Raiders got to win all the way. I'm hoping for 10 games this year. What do you think our playoff chances are this season? Well, according to Vegas, right now the over-under for the Silver and Black is 7.5 games, and the only reason why I'm tempted to bet the over on that is because the Raiders last year won 6 games, okay? But you blew 5 games of 10-plus leads. Like, if you win 3 out of those games, which most teams win 3, like 80% of teams win 3 out of those games, then you go to 9 wins. I'm hoping that the Raiders can flirt with 10 wins, 9 wins. I want a competitive season. I don't want to be the worst team in the NFL. Unless Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler sign a freaking paper that says, if we're a really bad team, we're going to go out and get Caleb Williams or Drake May. So how about this? I like this question coming in here from Sean. He's one of the GOATs. Predict how many wins the Raiders will have this upcoming season. Look into your crystal balls and give me a prediction. How many wins for the Silver and Black? Let's go to G.A. Patriot. McLendon Curtis, most impactful rookie. I love me some McLendon Curtis. For those that watch this show a lot, he is going to be a very good UDFA. Most impactful rookie. I'm not going to push that narrative as much. If you want a really deep sleeper, though, that could make the 53-man roster. And hell, there's some people who I've talked to that think that he might even start. If that ends up happening, cheers to McLendon. Let's go to Sir Chai. I got to see the Raiders beat. That's right. It's Sierra's husband. We're not going to refer to number 3 as his real name. It is only Sierra's husband. And for those that tuned in during our live show back on Thursday, you would know that the Raiders are playing the Denver Broncos week 1 in Denver. Can't wait. What up, Coach? Do the Raiders offer access to training camp to fans like the Cowboys do? If so, what's the cost? I actually don't think that they do. I think that there are certain days that you can attend, and then there's certain days that you can't attend. But overall, like for a lot of beat reporters, they got to take binoculars because they're not even allowed to get that close to the action. The Raiders come from the Patriot cloth, where they don't want you to know anything about them. That's why no beat reporters have any sources anymore. Let's go to Levi Towler. Are we beating the Packers this year? Me and my friend, who's a Packers fan, are taking Monday off from work so we can watch the game. Sunday football starts playing at 3 a.m. here in Queensland, Australia. I like to believe that the Raiders are going to win. Week 5 against the Green Bay Packers, Monday Night Football. going up against Jordan Love. I mean, that team has a lot of question marks. No doubt about it. It's a little bit of a Rich Bisaccia, Josh McDaniels rivalry. Are the Raiders going to win? They are a coin flip every week. And that's just my God honest truth, man. Let's go to this next one rolling in here on today's mailbag from Derek Williams. What's your gut telling you now on Malcolm Kuntz making the roster? Honestly, I don't think he makes the roster. If you want my God honest opinion on, as I am recording this show right now, do I think he's making the roster? Probably not. He's not a McDaniels guy. The Raiders have brought in a lot of defensive line help. He's buried on that depth chart right now. I like Kuntz, and I wish that the Raiders would have given him a chance. But sometimes players who I do think are good don't get put into the right situation. So because of that reason, I will say no. How about this, though? Will Malcolm Kuntz make the final 53-man roster? Give me a Y for yes or N for no. And you know what? I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's show. So scroll on down while you're getting hit with that YouTube ad break and let me know yes or no for Malcolm Kuntz making the final 53-man. This next one's rolling in from Eric M. Michael Mayer will have the biggest impact as a rookie. I do think he's going to have himself a hell of an impact. Tyree Wilson, if he's healthy, sneaky name to keep in mind. This one, it's either, to me, this name might be a name that a lot of people might not bring up. I do think Byron Young is going to have a bigger impact than what people are giving him credit for because of the need at defensive tackle. Another very sneaky name, Christopher Smith. Christopher Smith is a very sneaky name. If Trevon Merrick doesn't put up the numbers that they're hoping for, you might see Christopher Smith start sneaking in there at safety. And then the ultimate deep sleeper, well, you said Jade Silvera. What about if it was Aiden O'Connell? Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt, and we get ourselves a Brock Purdy situation. I don't know. I've seen crazier things. Martin Batista, does Renfrow get traded? I do think that he ends up getting dealt. Yeah, I mean, I would say after June 1st, you're going to see the Raiders start to look at players that they can move on from. And when you can save $11.6 million trading away Renfrow with a lot of the other moves that they made, drafting Trey Tucker, signing DeAndre Carter, both not only slot receivers, also offer you special teams ability. Trading away Darren Waller, then you sign Jacoby Myers, who can play in the slot. I do believe that the Raiders move on from Renfrow. Let's go to Free Fly Jedi, always good for a retweet. Mitch, killing it. Chuggy Chugs, killing it. Thanks for the great content. What happens for the Raiders to be able to trade up for one of the years to grab a QB? I mean, to me, you definitely, if you don't want to give up like your entire future, you got to be top 5. The amount of stock in Drake May and Caleb Williams, it's going to be through the roof. Like, if you thought Carolina giving up a lot was to go to the Bears from 9-1, I would make the argument what Carolina gave up this year to go 9-1 is what a team like the Raiders would have to give up to go 5-1. Like, to me, the number 1, number 2 overall pick in next year's draft, it's going to be high. I would make the argument it would be as high as the year that Robert Griffin went for what he did at the 2nd overall pick. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's going to cost an arm and a leg to go up to the 1st and 2nd overall pick. Now, if you want more draft content next season, we got you covered. Free agency, got you covered. Regular season, we got you covered. If you live by these words, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die, we're going to be the channel for you. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those noties. That way you never miss anything. Let's go to Dylan. No faith in McDummy. He eats corn the long way. I've heard that there's a t-shirt right now that you can get your hands on. And if you want to get your McDaniels Eats Corn the Long Way shirt, chatsports.com/corn. Let's go to Raiders Party. Mitch, Bleacher Report said the Raiders will cut DeAndre Carter. You seem to like him. Why would this happen? I do like Carter, and I actually don't think that he ends up getting cut. To me, if I'm a Bleacher Report writer, I think that, okay, the Raiders are going to keep Hunter Renfrow, and because they drafted Trey Tucker, that they're going to move on from Carter. Carter, though, brings a lot of special teams value, and if you don't watch a lot of football, then you might not understand that. Carter's ability for this team, his biggest impact will be in special teams. Him and Trey Tucker, special teams. You even look at a guy like Amir Abdullah, offers you some special teams. I don't see the Raiders cutting DeAndre Carter. I really, truly don't. Let's go to Martin, probably sipping on some Earl Grey. Aiden O'Connell certainly should be able to play cold games. I mean, he's from Purdue. He's also, I believe he's from the cold weather as well. So we'll see what ends up happening, but I definitely know Big Ten football games are always in the cold. At least that's what I remember from a kid growing up going to Penn State. Let's go to Jaime. What up, Jaime? Any news on Josh Jacobs? Again, when this video goes out, there might be an update on him, but from right now, nothing really new. He is going to be in Las Vegas. He's got a football camp May 20th, which a lot of people were freaking out like, ah, shit, he's not going to be in Vegas. He doesn't want to be in Vegas. From everything I understand is Josh wants to be a Raider. He just wants a contract extension. If the Raiders are willing to give him a contract extension, we're not going to have an issue. However, though, if I'm the Raiders and I don't want to give him one, I look for a first-round pick. You give me a first-round pick for Josh Jacobs in next year's draft, I don't love it, but I could see the Raiders wanting to take it. If that first-round pick helps you get a Drake May or Caleb Williams, I'll tell you this right now, love JJ, but I will take Caleb Williams and Drake May in next year's draft over Josh Jacobs this year. Let's go to HVAC Supply. Thoughts on Chris Smith? To be honest with you, I have a lot of Chris Smiths in my life. My aunt, her name's Chris Smith, played college baseball with Chris Smith. And there's another Chris Smith that watches the show all the time. His avatar is his cat. So Christopher Smith, the safety from Georgia, I do like his intangibles. He's not the greatest athlete, but he's a really good leader, and he's the type of player where, I'm going to throw out a name here. Remember Dale Levitt? Dale Levitt was a really good special teams player, fit at times as a safety. He's a much better version of a Dale Levitt, where he just finds his way on a roster, and because he's a really intelligent player, sticks around on NFL teams for a long time. Christopher Smith reminds me of a better version of Dale Levitt. How about this, though? When the Raiders drafted him in round 5, pick 170, how would you grade it? A, B, C, D, or F? I want to say that we gave it a C+, B- on my draft day grades. The draft already, though, seems like an absolute blur. It's a long time ago. Looking at the live chat, seeing a lot of C's and B's. How about this? You let me know for those of you not watching this live. Let's go to Scott Raiders. Is Renfro going to follow Carr and Morrow to the Saints? Oh, Foster Moreau. I thought you meant Nicholas Moreau. I was like, Morrow, that's not where he plays. First off, shout out to Foster Moreau. Really, really great story. I was told by a good source that Foster texted a friend of Alex's who he went to college with her, and she was a cheerleader, and essentially Foster was told that he's hoping to be ready to go by training camp, which is why he got the $8 million, and they caught it so early. Like, cancer's a bitch, man. There's no doubt about that. So, huge shout-out to Foster. I'm really happy for him. Could I see Renfro going to D.C. or going to Louisiana with D.C.? Yeah, I could see it. No doubt about it. Let's go to Jeremy Cole. What are the odds that McDummie gets fired if we start off really bad, say, at the bye week? Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see when the bye week is yet. I'm looking right now. I'm still, again, when this video is recorded, we don't have the bye week. The Raiders would have to be like, I'm talking 1-8 bad. They want them to get a shot. Like, they want them to try to actually be successful this season. The only, like, positive spin I could go is if the Raiders are really bad underneath McDaniels, and hear me out on this, yeah, it would suck to have him the entire season, but you could see a situation kind of like, you know, what happened with Chicago or Houston. Just let him be bad the whole year. If he's going to be that bad, let him be bad the whole year. It sucks as a fan base, but then, you know, if you get the first overall pick, second overall pick in next year's draft, hell, third, fourth, fifth, you have the opportunity to get your franchise quarterback and a new head coach. Like, it's a very enticing job. Let's go to Ben. What's the best play to secure a guard? To be honest, if this is my God honest truth, I don't think the Raiders need a guard. I don't think that they do. If I'm the Raiders, what? Oh, yeah. If I'm the Raiders, I roll with either, you know, Colt Miller at left tackle, Dylan Parham at left guard, Andre James at center. I give Natane Moody a shot at right guard. I give McClendon Curtis a shot at right guard. And then you have Jermaine Illuminor at right tackle. The only reason why I'm willing to give those guys a chance at right guard is because I know in my back pocket I can kick Jermaine Illuminor into right guard. And then the Raiders have more tackle depth, I would say, than guard depth. What gets interesting is if they do decide to cut Andre James, you do decide to save $5.1 million, $6.5 after June 1st. You kick Dylan Parham at center. Then that makes that situation a little bit more interesting. Dalton Reisner is a player out there that the Raiders could consider. To me, though, he's only a left guard. He's never played right guard in his entire career, so I'm not going to go out there and say, all right, let's go put a guy at right guard who's never played that position. I don't love that idea. Let's go to PJ. You think we need another receiver? You know what, PJ? I respect comedy. Cheers to you. If there's a Raiders fan out there that thinks that we need another receiver, I can go introduce you to Def Jasper because he'd like to pay you a visit. To stay up to date on all of the latest news around the Raiders, it's on Twitter, at MitchellRens365. I will admit, when you guys watch this video, I think I'll be in Cancun. I actually don't even remember at what days I have scheduled for all these videos that are going to be going out. But I will do my best to keep you guys in the loop. If you want to stay up to date on even more things, hey, Instagram, at MitchellRens365. And if I miss any of your questions, you can always hit me up. Social media, I try to stay as active as humanly possible on the social media web. Sound good? All right, y'all. That's the end of today's mailbag. Shout out to the nation. Oh, Chugs. What will be the Raiders' record this season? What will be the Raiders' record this season? What do you think? You've been asking the nation a lot. What do you think?
Ooh. I'm going 9-7-1.
You're so lame.
What?
You think you would predict a tie. All right, how about this then? What game are they going to tie?
Well, we don't have the full schedule out yet.
Oh,
so
okay.
that
Yeah, I figured. No, I would say the most likely game that they tie is against the Patriots because they don't want to beat them. They go the ultimate Ted Lasso and they tie 9 times.
Play for the tie! Play for the tie!
I just started watching Ted Lasso. Hilarious.
Dude, are you in season 1?
Finished season 1 and season 2.
You're in.
Alex rolled through season 1.
I'm waiting for season 3 to finish so that I can roll through season 3.
Interesting. I mean, season 2 so far is off to a good start.
It's really good. There's one episode where you're going to be like, what the hell am I watching?
Okay.
Besides that, I like the season.
Okay.
But there is one episode. It's weird. You don't watch anime, so you don't understand this reference. But in anime, they have these things called filler episodes, which mean it doesn't really like go for the storyline. Like it doesn't progress the story at all. It's just an extra episode that they throw in.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't watch anime.
But basically, there's a filler episode in season 2.
Anime's weird, man.
Take it back.
It's just weird. It's weird.
Take it back.
Well, what do you consider anime? Like, I like Rick and Morty. Is that anime? I don't know. Also, every 20 that we got, you are entered to win a Raiders signed football. So Ben Bailey, you in.
You in. Oh, yeah. I have to put him in. I'm going to go ahead and run through the supers that I didn't hit on the mailbag just because they didn't really make sense for it.
Okay. John, huge Warriors fan. I don't know if they can win 3 in a row, but if they win 6, it's going to get interesting.
Oh, if they win Game 6, I think they win the series.
I mean, I'll tell you what. The dog, John, I don't know if you saw like the dog that's going viral right now on social media has predicted every single game and predicted the Warriors come back 3-1. So all I know is this. I'm a company man here. I want Game 7s for Heat Knicks. I want Game 7s across the board. Lakers, Warriors, give me a Game 7. That's what I want. If we do a watch party for a game, I want Game 7. How about this? John's a big Warriors fan. Who you got? Lakers, Warriors, down in the comments. The next one's rolling in here from Jose Delgado. Check Venmo. Well,
that's a bang.
That's a pretty big one.
That's a bang.
You ready?
Oh, yeah, that's a bang.
Yep. Jose Delgado! Slam Jose.
Jose, you in.
You in. Also, Jeremy, I believe we got a hell of a tie here for MVP.
And the world's gonna know your name.
We got, man,
Sean Martinez, Brandon Jasper,
Jose
Beatbox.
Delgado, and Beatbox. MVPs right now. We only got one boot.
The world's gonna know your name.
And only one boot. Again, whoever the MVP is of today's show wins a signed Raiders Report boot from Jeremy, Chugs, and I. That way, you guys can hang out with us and take down a few boots. Hang on, I got to put Delgado.
In the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah?
You could be a champion.
Dude,
A champion.
did I ever tell you that my dad said you have a nice voice?
Dude, really?
He did. He said back in the old school, like, Thursday Night Football days, he's like, Mitch, you can't sing at all. Chugs, though, is listenable, is what he said.
I'll take it.
I was like, honestly, that's a huge compliment. For somebody to say that when you sing, it's that you can listen to it. I would say.
Your dad records it, and then on his drives down, he listens to my songs.
To be honest with you, wouldn't surprise me.
Rick Hand, Warriors in 4. It'd be Warriors in 7.
You know what,
their
though?
only shot.
Rick, I'm down for it. Also, Rick.
You're in.
You in, Rick. What's up, Gary Gonzalez? How we doing?
Ooh.
George says 100 plus 2. Somebody else did as well, though. So I'm just I'm going to go for biggest super chat today.
David, we don't talk about that.
What? Chug's best song was You know what was funny? Somebody sent me a picture the other day of one of our like newer streams, and then the last picture that they sent us was the happy birthday song for Chupa over there. Dude, I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
That one was that's an old school story.
It was a lot more funny for more people than others.
Correct. That was definitely a we got you moment, but hey.
I'm glad there's only a couple of people who have that video, because it's like, I'm going to run for president one day, and they're going to have, I mean, I guess now at this point they have a lot more videos, but that's going to be one of the videos that's going to be leaked.
Probably. You're probably not wrong.
Independent candidate Jeremy Chugs singing happy birthday too.
Yeah, that was interesting. Jeremy Cole says, you guys need a Golden Corn Award. I don't hate it. I don't hate the idea. If we found a way to get like a corn trophy, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
Winning the golden corn.
The Golden Corn. All right, y'all, we got 600 people tuned into the Raiders Report right now. We're getting closer to 500 likes. Remember, every 250 likes, we spin the wheel. So how about this, Chugs? I'm a man who likes a good time.
Well, I was going to say, you actually have a couple deals you got to crack in.
Okay. What are
So,
the deals?
Jose Delgado sent in 100.
Yep.
And you had told him before the mailbag
Jelly beans.
every 50.
Yep, all right.
While he's eating disgusting jelly beans, I have
He asked me this earlier today.
a very interesting question. Today's National Technology Day.
The Corn Awards. The Cornies.
The Cornies. I have a very interesting question. Today's National Technology Day. So I want to know, there's a lot of different ages that watch our show. What technology we have now wasn't around when you were growing up? I guess there's going to be a lot of interesting answers in here. Let me know in the chat. What technology do we have right now
This is devastating.
we didn't have when you were growing up? I'm guessing we're going to see some cell phones in here.
Dude.
We're going to see some...
I have either Juicy Pear or Booger.
Cell phones. Color TV for PG. PG. You weren't around for color TV whenever you were growing up?
Barf Peach,
When did
Dead
color TV
Fish.
come out?
Oh, God.
When was the first color TV?
All right. First one, here we go.
Let's see. First color TV was in the 60s.
Dude, this is not going to be good.
Steven, you didn't have a microwave?
So nervous. Jose Delgado. This is for you.
computer. So Shane, you said I'm 21. I'm 25. Here you go, Mitch.
Thanks. I'm not going to eat that.
All right.
I appreciate it, though.
Let's see. Computers. YouTube.
God.
Color TV. Richie said your dad didn't have color TV whenever he was growing up.
I was born in 1959.
That makes sense.
Oh, dead fish.
Self-driving cars. Yeah. Crocs, doorbell cameras, iPad, tablets, the internet.
Water.
Hoverboards, and Apple Watch. A couple of things that we said that Mitch said. Uber wasn't around.
Yep.
Streaming services.
Yep.
Everybody had cable. Now I'm 26. Mitch is 30.
Yep.
So we're pretty close. Whenever I was a little kid, we still had video, like VHS.
Yep. I still have the Rugrats orange VHS.
Yes, with a movie where they go to overseas.
I still have it.
You remember what song they had at the end of that movie?
No.
Who let the dogs out? Who?
Okay.
Who?
Now that you
Who
say that,
let the
I do
dogs
remember it.
out?
That's amazing that you remember that.
Steel belted radial tires.
All right, Dad. You're just...
I don't know what that is.
Tell me you fix things without telling me you fix
Nintendo
things.
DS. David Zahn says, I remember 8 tracks.
Blues Clues. Oh, yeah. All right. This is either Juicy Pear or Booger. I don't even have my hopes up anymore for it. I just assume that it's the bad one.
Aaron Devandry said DVDs, cell phones, flat screen TVs. Mitch, is it burger? No, I just really hate pears. Yep, there it goes.
I can't get it down. Oh my God, they're awful. Dad, I just bought a brand new pack. I'm bringing them home for when I come
Spotify
back
wasn't
home.
around. Howie Longman, I had a Walkman. I had a Walkman for a little bit until whenever I remember I was in 4th or 5th grade is whenever they had the little iPod shuffles.
Yeah.
Where you couldn't see what it was. You just downloaded the songs and then you like hit next on there. You know what I'm talking about? Like the mini ones?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not an iPod shuffle. I don't know what it was
A
called.
Nano.
iPod Nano, yes.
A Nano. Oh, yeah. Dude, I had a Nano. Remember, y'all, I want to show after this next super chat from Sean, we'll go through the rest. We got one from Tom. Let's go to Tom real quick.
Tom
Cleary.
You're in.
Go Lakers. What game are you most looking forward to seeing this season? I always enjoy the games against Denver. I'm going to give you a really probably cliche answer here, Tom. And I'm going to go week 1, right? Like, I think last year, as a Raiders fan, we went into the season expecting 10, 11, 12, hell, there were some people who said 13, 14 wins. I'm not going to do that this year. I'm going to give you the very bland answer of they need to take it week by week. You need to win one game at a time. So for that reason, week 1. I really felt...
That's your answer?
Week 1.
Oh, I have a different answer.
Oh, week 3? No. What week?
Because I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Raiders and the Jets in a primetime fight. Rodgers is on peyote. He's going on a wilderness retreat. And he's about to lose to the Raiders now. Because I've been waiting all day for Sunday night.
I'll tell you what, man. That game, when the Raiders take down Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, week 3, when the Raiders home opener against the Steelers, it's a big one. We're going to be there. Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
That's Sunday Night Football the long way.
That's what I hear. Let's go to Mount Raider more. Wild one. Put me down for 5-12. No faith in McDaniels. Yikes. Wild one.
It's going to be a long season.
Wild one. You got to cheer up here a little bit, man. I believe in you. I believe in you. Sean, Raider Ron, where can a soldier get a Mount Raider More application? Well, Sean, you got 2 members of Mount Raider More right now in the chat, and Wild One 14 And then David Zahn. I'll say this. It's not something that just can happen overnight unless you break like some Raider Ron type of records. Like Zahn and
we're also though, Sean, we're thinking of something that's in the works for the next level because I know it's hard. There's people that aren't Mount Raider more, but they're more than real ones.
Correct.
They're like in that middle, I don't know, that middle area right there. That we don't know what to define it yet. But there's a couple people that are in that middle area. We want to make another division of our Raiders fans here at the Raiders Report. Because it's not realistic for all of the big spenders, big people that are helping out, big people who support the channel to all be on Mount Raider.
Yeah, like to me, in that next tier, like the top two names that come to my mind, Rebel Montana and Patrick B. I don't know if Patrick or Rebel are even here in the chat.
Patrick B / Savannah Gene. I think it's just one.
That's fair. That's fair. They're together. Like that's like Def Jasper, this jersey, right? Where there's a whole other tier of people who I know are always tuning in, supporting the show. Even people who don't spend a lot of money on supers, like Jaime Alvarado Sr. He's going to be in that group. I said that one. Sarah Otto. Martin. I mean, Martin's really been turning up recently. So there's a lot of different names out there. Rebel. Rebel's a true dog. Rebel's a scary one, man. Rebel's like, when he comes into the chat, I'm like, all right, how much did I eat today? Daniel freaking Jimenez. That's another like OG name. So, Brian, you're a real one, Brian. You watch the show all the time, and that's honestly as important as it can be. 2018, me too, I believe. Hell yeah, David.
Getting the messages from you, Brian, that your kids are running around the house yelling "bang"
is
sick. Enough for me.
That's sick, man. Let's go to Raider Kiko 74.
You in?
13 wins, baby. Sing it, Chug.
Raiders.
Raider Kiko, you in, my man.
13 wins. That's a huge season,
dude.
That means you're beating the Chiefs one of the two games, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
You're probably sweeping, or if not, winning 3 out of the other 4 against the Broncos and the Chargers.
I mean, for you to win 13 games, right? Like, I'm looking at this schedule right now. Like, the amount of games that are tough games. Like, the Buffalo game, do you win that one? I will say, luckily, they have Giants, Jets back-to-back, but that's not on the East Coast. The Jets and Giants have given the Raiders fits over the last few seasons. But what's most intriguing to me is, this is going to be the first year since 2013, that Derek hasn't been the quarterback. So, like, to me, a lot of the narratives that a lot of Raider fans would go with, I think you can throw out the window a little bit here because, believe it or not, quarterback's a very important position. Let's go to Husker Raider. Can I get a Jersey Hall of Fame rundown? You sure can. Now, for those that are about to see this graphic.
We still need to update it for Martin's.
Correct. So Martin is still the next one that we got to get. For whatever reason, our jersey provider said you can't put Martin on the back of a jersey, so it's going to say Smart UK. And then I think the only other, what number is 72 down there? Is that Palumbo?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So this is our updated list. If you see a number on screen, it means that you are not able to get this jersey. So keep that in mind. And if you want a jersey on our Raiders Report Hall of Fame, my Venmo is @MitchellRenz365. It's a $500 Venmo. And essentially what Chugs and I are going to do here is we're going to try to go from 0 all the way up to 99. And then once we get from 0 up to 99, Chugs and I will sign both, or we'll both sign the jersey, and then we will send it to you. So that's kind of how the idea is. It's a fun idea here where I can wear the different jerseys on the shows and have a good time with the nation. I definitely think this is going to be a really cool thing during the season. But, it's our own little Raiders Report Ring of Honor. I will save the graphics that we create around this so that way we always know the Raiders Report Ring of Honor edition #1. But no matter what, you will get the jersey. I don't know, obviously, if it's going to fit you because I give Chug some that are XL. I have some that are larges, and I have some that are mediums. So if you're in that range, cool. If you want to save it, you want to add it to your man cave or something like that, awesome. If you want to wear it, cool. But that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing, and you know what we're doing right now.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see this one
We're
come
banging.
in.
Because
John Scheffler! Bang! And guess what? I think that makes right now our brand new MVP, John Scheffler. What about me? I'm on rookie on the come up.
I think I'm a rookie on the
I'm a rookie on the come up. So John was balls to the wall during our NFL draft coverage. I mean, he was laying it on the table. John is an up-and-comer. To be honest, for those that watch the show a lot, John reminds me a lot of Wild One, where when Wild One first started watching the show,
He kind of looks like he could be Wild One's brother.
they kind of do look related. But when Wild One first started watching, he was like, oh shit, like you guys interact with the live chat. But the best part about Wild One was his interaction with like the Raiders community and doing things for other people. Like that was like really, I think, Ron has always been, the grandfather. He's the godfather of the Raiders Report. But Wild One, I think, has done a really good job of like creating some of that interaction.
You come to me.
Scheffler reminds me a lot of Wild One when he
on
first started
my daughter's
watching.
wedding day. You come to me.
Zahn says sometimes you got to put it on the table, which actually, Zahn, I'm going to wear this tomorrow. I kind of told you. This is going to be my Raiders happy hour jersey tomorrow.
A little longs on.
A little long Zahn. We got a little
Dude,
long Zahn.
you wear that around Vegas, people are going to be like, holy crap, that's awesome.
Dude, I'll tell you this right now. When we go out to Vegas, so we'll be out in Vegas for an event. It's like a wing eating contest against some Raiders players. Chugs and I both will be out there. Dude, I'm totally down to wear a Raiders Report jersey. My only worry, though, is because it's a wing eating contest, I don't want to get it dirty. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, most of them are black. You cannot wear
That's
the white
true.
one.
That's true. I could try it. Yeah, I probably couldn't wear a white one. But then it's going to be June and a black Raider. I mean, we'll figure it out. Love the confetti from Jake Peters. I'm glad you guys like it. Also, I got to add John here. Also, John, I saw your message yesterday come in. So I wore Chef John's jersey yesterday on the Raiders Report. And he was like, sorry, I didn't know that you weren't drinking. And it's fine. Like, there's some shows that I always tell y'all, hey, I'm down to have a good time. But at the end of the day, John, like, I make certain rules for Mount Raidermore. And if you got a jersey on this show and I'm wearing it, that's the deal. Like, we make exceptions. We make exceptions. So let me add John real quick here. And
I'm
if
going
you
to go
guys
through the other super chats.
Cool.
Husker Raider Chugs needs to start a parody song company. I don't hate it.
I'll tell you this, it's not the most out-of-bounds idea that we've gotten on this show. It's definitely not. Also, Husker, did you get a McDaniels Eats Corn the Long Way shirt? Seems right up your alley. Right up your alley.
Oh, God.
Tom Cleary.
I meant what team? What team are you looking forward to seeing us play? Well, no, he meant like week 1 Broncos.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I want to see the Raiders play the Broncos. If I'm going to go from like a real fan standpoint, it's going to be right now, it's week 3, Sunday Night Football against the Steelers because Chugs and I have been working with the Blackout Division, who, it's the team, it's the group of guys, Graphic Raider, Raider Cody, a bunch of other Raiders content creators that are giving away with us Raiders tickets. So now I know for a fact that I'm going to be able to go out, Chugs and I, and we were hoping for a late night game because now we can party Saturday night. I mean, it'll be a tough turnaround. Wake up early Saturday or Sunday, hop on a flight, and be ready for our Raiders watch party. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Like, we're going to party in Vegas Saturday night, and then quick turnaround, probably going to be that first flight Sunday morning to make sure that we're back here, go home, take a nap, get everything ready for the show, and then it's Sunday night. Like, I'd say because of that, I'm most excited for that. Let's go to Miggy.
$10.
What up, Miggy?
Didn't say anything, though. We appreciate you, Miggy.
Miggy's a real one.
If you have a question or anything in the chat, we can answer it or put it. I don't know if I can put it on screen unless you put #Raiders, but But thank you for the $10, Miggy. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. And that takes us to the end of our Super Chats.
Oh, end of the Super Chats. And then, you know who's another name that scares the hell out of me? Artino. Artino, he's a scary one.
Once we get into it and once we, like, see the name, it's like, oh, yeah.
Artino's he's a legend. So
who's the top dog today? It would be John Scheffler so far.
Yep, John Scheffler is the top dog today. 120 is the number for him. And today what we're giving away is Raiders Report boot. So you'll enter to win that.
He's actually tied.
For who?
With Sean Martinez.
With Sean Martinez. So Sean Martinez and Scheffler both tied for the Raiders boot. Also, every $20 Super Chat, you are entered to win a signed football by Jeremy Chuggs and I. So, something to keep in mind. We are waiting still for this Raiders schedule to come out. So, while we're waiting, what is your go-to junk food?
Oh, I can't believe I misspelled that.
What did you put?
You gotta look at the title. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, that's a disaster. Also, Miggy, congrats, Mitch. He just sent one in. I'm thinking 10 wins. 10 wins.
There we go.
Thank you, Miggy. Alex and I, again, very, very happy. The amount of times that I've said thank you over the past week, it reminds me of when I had my first girlfriend and I lost my virginity. The amount of times I said thank you that week, it's probably equivalent to this week. Is my God honest truth, man. All right, go to junk food. I guess I would say like a spicy, crispy chicken sandwich. Like any kind of burger, any kind of sandwich.
Oh, if we're talking like that, junk food?
Is that junk food or no?
Chicken nuggies.
Like
I'm a nuggie king. Spicy chicken nuggets, normal chicken nuggets. Give me all the sauces.
I'm not a big like chips guy. I'm not a big
Taco Bell. I wouldn't say popcorn is junk food. Popcorn's
caramel
actually not
corn.
that bad
I
for you.
love caramel corn. That would be junk
That's
food.
junk food.
Yeah.
Normal popcorn
Love
though,
caramel corn.
Normal popcorn though is actually not too bad for you. I
A
see
lot
a
of
couple
Taco Bells.
A couple Taco Bells. Tom would be proud. Chili dogs. Ooh. Big Mac. Cheese. It's double white cheddar from Robert Jansen.
Husker, I see you in the chat. Are you TJ? Are you TJ? I just want to make sure.
Martin saying cheeseburgers. Do you eat it with chips, Martin? Do you eat your burgers with chips?
Do you eat it with chips, my guy?
Anything Cape Cod. What is
anything Cape
anything
Cod?
Cape Cod? Is that the chip brand?
Oh, probably. Cape Cod chips are like the, what's the word for them? Kettle cooked.
Filet-O-Fish. I hope, Raider, I hope you mean Filet-O-Fish, comma, ice cream. Because it just says Filet-O-Fish ice cream. I'm hoping there's a comma in there. I really think there is. Kevin Jones, Cold Stone Creamery. I haven't had that in a minute.
So there's a Cold Stone Creamery like an hour away from my house, but like it's where they make it all. So Cold Stone Creamery is in Happy Valley in Pennsylvania.
Really? I didn't know that.
So if you go to like a Penn State game, you can literally go to like the Cold Stone Creamery. They make it in front of you, and they have like legit 200 flavors. It's like, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah.
Also, Lorenzo, I like McNuggets. My top nugget though,
Okay.
Wendy's.
Really?
My favorite nuggies are from Wendy's.
I'll say the chicken nugget that gives me the most nostalgic vibes. So growing up as a kid, my aunt, she lived right next to a Burger King. Chicken fries.
Oh, chicken fries. Have you tried the spicy chicken fries?
No, I haven't
They're out.
eaten Burger King probably since I was 10.
They're out. The spicy chicken fries.
Yeah?
We're seeing Jack in the Box tacos. I have a Jack in the Box right near, like right outside my neyborhood.
Dude,
I got some the other day. I was actually Ubering home from here,
No, that makes sense.
and
then.
it was literally right there, and I was like, "Yo, do you think we could please just stop right there? There's nobody in the drive-thru." He was a cool Uber driver. He was like, "Yeah, I don't care. I'm not really doing anything." Went in the Taco Bell or the Jack in the Box drive-thru. Got a couple tacos. And if you go to the Jack in the Box, try the churros. The mini churros slap. pork rinds. There's also a new thing on TikTok where they have these massive chicharrones, which I think you would like this. Let me know. I know all
I'm
of
actually
our
not big on chicharrones, but keep going.
all of our Cali fans out there, you probably have tried this. They're like massive chicharrones, and they're dipping them in guac and eating it. It looks bomb. It's not the pork rinds that you see in the store. It's
I know.
a big chicharron.
Alex's mom has gotten, so there's like a store probably like 15 minutes from my house now, and when I walk in there, people look at me like I got 3 heads, but it's a hell of a time.
Ill Raider, you're lying.
Chicharron. What is it? Got me rolling. All right, so here's the thing, y'all. Husker. I just want to make sure that this is from you. So
We do have some super chats that I can go to.
Husker,
really
did
quick.
you send me a Venmo? It's a yes or no. Let me see here.
Chicharron.
Okay, yeah, he did.
Chicharron.
Okay.
PG, when are you sending out? See, the thing is, we're not sending it out. We basically made the shirts.
Correct.
It's a company that is making the shirts and then sending them out to you.
Correct.
It never touches our hands.
That's also correct.
And then Mount Raidermore, Wild One, you are invited to Mount Raidermore by the nation for the actions. Mount Raidermore is giving back to the nation and always putting them first.
Oh, yeah.
Well said, Wild One. As always, well said.
All right, Chugs, this is what we're going to do here. Hang on. I just got a Venmo,
Oh, no.
and we got a new MVP. This is a big one. So if you guys are competing today for the boot, it's about to get a little dicey. I'm going to tell you that right now. Shout out to Husker Raider. Let's get some Husker Raiders going in the
Wait,
chat.
is this also for,
Huh?
this is for,
Yep.
oh, wow.
Yep.
He's getting a 2-1 right now.
He's right now got a 2-for-1 deal. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's get some Husker Raiders going in the chat.
Also, Husker, you're in.
Yeah. You definitely in. After this, Chugs, let's go to Sean first. Can we go to Sean first?
Yeah. Oh, one second.
Let's go to Sean first. Okay, slowly donate until I hit the Mount Raidermore limit. Oh, Sean, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. For you to make Mount Raidermore today, and I'm just being honest with you, you got to get up near Raider Ron numbers just for today. It's a longevity play. Like Wild One, it's a longevity play. Zon, it's a longevity play.
Because the thing about, obviously we appreciate everybody who donates to the
I
show,
know.
everybody who does that. But Mount Raidermore is people who have been around for a while.
Correct.
And it's like, it's not like you have to send 100 every time you watch the show.
No.
But you're watching almost every live show. You're
Correct.
in here. You're chilling with us. And on top of that, you're giving back to the nation and helping us and donating. It's a multitude of things. That's what I'm saying, Sean. You're definitely in that next tier with Rebel Montana, Artino, guys like that.
Correct. It's just I don't want you to think it's overnight type of thing. The only person that realistically did it in a week span was Podcast, and full disclosure, I think Podcast sent in 5,000 in that week, and he was like, I want to be on it. Ron said, hey, beat my record for most ever sent in on a show. He sent in I want to say it was a little over 3,000 one show, and if Ron gave him the nod, then it was cool for me. So if Zon and Wild One are watching, but until I hear from Ron, you'd literally have to break a Raider Ron record, which to me, Ron's got the record for most ever sent in on a show, which is 4,000. So it's a lot.
That doesn't mean, and if you're not on Mount Raidermore,
That
doesn't mean you're not a real one.
You're
that
climbing.
doesn't mean we appreciate you
You're
so
climbing.
freaking much.
I'm telling you right now, it's noticed. We see you. The money doesn't go to us. It goes back to the show. I can guarantee you that. So how about this?
You ready?
I think it's time. Sean Martinez!
Bang!
Here we go! Sean Martinez.
Get those Seans in the chat. Here we go, Sean. Here we go. Here we go, Sean. Here we go.
You know what, Chugs? We're getting close to a boot. Okay? We're getting close to a boot around here. And I gotta pee. I gotta pee really bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. So this is what's gonna happen here.
Are we
Oh, we're gonna show Huskers.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
We're gonna show Huskers. Shout out to Sean. He wants to be on the Boot Hall of Fame. Get him on there. I will say, once the first boot goes down is when this show gets really interesting. And I mean, it gets really interesting. Robert said shot clock. Oh, when I go pee, I mean, you guys know the rules. Zahn jumped on that really, really quickly. But I mean, it's time because we still have a new MVP. Sean would have been the new MVP after that super chat. But Husker sent this in on Venmo. And he wants himself a jersey. Husker Raider! Bang! He wants number 25. 25 off the board. 25 is off. All I need to know now, Husker, is black or white jersey.
Husker
Raider! Let's go get those Huskers in the chat. Get those Huskers in the chat. You know what, Chugs? Give some shout-outs to the people spamming Husker right now. Can we do that?
Let's go. Robert Jansen is saying Husker bang. H Bunny saying Husker. PG 2869 saying Husker.
What?
Husker saying in the Venmo, do you guys do both black and white before sending out?
What does that mean?
You gotta pick one, black or white.
Yes.
Raider Roger saying Husker. Jason Nunez, Aaron Devandry, Raider Kiko, Jaime Alvarado Sr., Eric M., David Zahn the Long Way, Brian Dar, Howie Longway,
Long Zahn. What a name.
Xavier K-Law, Jeremy Cole, Beatbox 88.
Honestly, everyone should shout out Beatbox. He's the one that got this shit show rolling.
Rebel Montana.
He really did, though. Beatbox sent in the first one, Honcho, and ever since then, it's been...
Coming with the club with the Rebel Montana.
It's been a wild
one.
What is that?
So I have another interesting question, because I'm guessing Mitch is about to have to head out in a second. So I have something that we can kind of mull over for a second. We're still waiting on the rest of the Raiders leaks to come out. And somebody earlier said, man, I thought we were going to get the Raiders leaks early. So it's actually on brand, because the last two teams that we had all the games for last year, Raiders, Niners. This year, Raiders, not yet filled out. 49ers, probably the furthest from being filled out.
Yep.
The Niners, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games.
I gotcha. All right, y'all. So Husker gets a jersey. Right now he's the MVP and the front runner for our Raiders Report boot. And on that note, I'm gonna go take a pee, and I'm gonna go fill up with this boot. Sound good?
Do it. Let me know in the chat. Everybody who's watching, I know you've watched multiple drafts. You've been watching the Raiders drafting players more like for the past however many years. My question to you, who did you think was going to be a bust that turned out to be a good player?
All right. Here we go.
And you all know the rules. Mitch is about to go to the restroom. You know the rules. Every 20. I'm not going to say much more, but you know the rules. You know. Let me know. But I have the question, Who did you think was going to be a bust that turned out being a good player? Jaime said Miller. I'm guessing you mean Colton Miller. Jake Peters saying Nate Hobbs. Husker just adding on there. Henry, nice one. Robert saying Crosby, as we got our first shot for Mitch from who else but the MVP for today, Husker Raider. This might be a tough question, but I want to know. Good looking. Oh, actually, Howie, you made a good point. I'll tell Mitch whenever he gets back. Because I think that's what we were going to do. Good point. Gabe Jackson, Ross Felix. Sending in a $20 super chat. Surprisingly, Charles Woodson from Husker Raider. You thought he was going to be a bust. Jeremy Cole says he thought Josh Jacobs was going to be a bust. PG 2869 thought Plunkett was going to be a bust. Henry's just trolling. Good try, though. Good try. I thought, which might be a couple different opinions on this, I really thought that Cam Newton was going to be a bust. I really did. I also thought Jalen Hurts, horrible. I thought it was going to be a horrible pick for the Eagles. I was like, he's never going to get in the game. He is a horrible pick in the second round. I thought that was going to be a bust. I thought he was never going to see the field. Turned out being an amazing pick for the Eagles. Rebel said, did the football get sent? I believe so. I believe so. Nnamdi Asomugha took him 3 years to get to the starting job. Nnamdi Asomugha from Howie Longway. Xavier Kalaw said, I wanted Jalen for the Raiders. I thought he was going to be a bust. Chase, whenever the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts, we have our Eagles host right here. Did you think he was going to be a bust?
I loved the pick at the time.
You loved it.
I loved it because at the very least they got Carson Wentz insurance.
Yeah.
And he had shown signs of regression. And I thought that Hurts was underrated coming out of Oklahoma because of the strides that he made.
So our Eagles host saying he did not think Jalen Hurts was going to bust. Nnamdi, Patrick KC, Aiden O'Connell for Rookie of the Year. I don't know. FAB from Brian Dart. We always recommend some FABs. Patrick from KC. I thought he was going to bust as well. Yeah. I was not a huge. Who was a huge Patrick Mahomes guy coming out in the draft? I mean, he went 13th overall, I believe, to the Chiefs. I don't think anybody could have even imagined how good he is now from what he was whenever he got drafted. Travis Kelce from Kikaz 25. Ross Felix with the FAB. We always welcome the FABs. Xavier said hated Mahomes from Texas Tech. I was like, he's okay, but I had no idea that he was going to be that good. No clue. I'm still on the fence, and I don't know how this goes. I was not big on Kyler Murray at all. I was like, he's way too small. He might as well play baseball. Jaime, no, I would not. But the jury's still out on Kyler Murray. I don't know. Is he a bust? I don't know yet. He got the contract extension. He's with Arizona. Is he a bust, though? I don't know. Everyone thought Brady would how you can't say that. He was like a 6th-round pick. I don't think Tom Brady. I don't think anybody was like, oh, he's a bust. That's what I just said. Howie said everyone thought Brady would be a bust. But he was picked in the 6th round. How is that a bust? But yeah.
All right. We did get some news, though.
We did get some news, did we?
We did get some news. All right, so the news that just rolled in while I was taking a leak here is the Raiders signed a couple of their draft picks. Trey Turner, Aiden O'Connell, Amari Burney, and then Nesta Jade Silvera have officially signed with the Raiders. So good stuff there.
We have 2 shots for you.
Dose shots.
Coming in from Husker. He just said drinks.
Today's MVP.
Kind of adding on to the MVP right
Yep,
there.
at this point.
Ross Felix, my guy on Twitter. Oh, do we have it?
What?
The thing from Ross.
Oh, yeah, Ross. How about this, Ross? I'll make you a deal. Only because Ross sent us this. He sent us a brand new, it's like a beer chugging tool. Ross, are you good instead of a shot? I chug a beer instead. We test it out. Are you down? It's up to Ross. It's totally up to Ross. Torque, you're probably not wrong, but you know what? We put the body on the line for Raider Nation.
And his contract's been null and void for a minute, so all the questions about Ruggs' contract and the cap space, it's nothing with it.
Unfortunately, I don't know exactly the ins and outs in terms of how much money the Raiders will get, if they get anything, but I would imagine it's going to be conduct detrimental to the team, and you're looking at, yeah, probably $5 million that the Raiders will somehow get back. I don't know how it's going to work, though, because I don't know if this has really ever happened in the NFL, so I don't have the ability to cover it.
He said go for the beer.
All right, so how about this? Boot time. Do you want this boot or no? I already did one.
I can do one.
You can do one boot? Okay, I was going to say. If you could fill in for one.
Are you doing the new tool?
I will do the new tool.
Kraken.
Yes.
Rebel, did the football get sent? I'm guessing you're talking about the draft MVP football, which I believe did.
From what I understand, our boss sent in all the stuff. Like, it's either in our shipping department or it's going to be on the way out.
Y'all have made us get an actual shipping department. Also, Ross Felix, you in.
Correct.
We used to have a room where we would meet and do like team meetings and stuff. Now it has just been taken over by stuff that we have to send out. And I'm not even shitting you. It's literally full of things that we need to send.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're not wrong there.
So we want to do this at the same time, I'm guessing?
Uh,
Or do you want me to boot first and then
yeah,
you can
you
try
do the boot
Kraken?
first. You do the boot first. You do the boot first. Also, the Raiders now just signed. There's conflicting reports on that. Who's in the chat? Yikes. What's up, Ron? What's up, Ron? What's up, Ron? We are still waiting. Yep, Chris Smith also just signed.
For Husker,
Yeah?
I don't know if you put his on yet. I hope not.
I put a few on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it goes on the big boot. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'll have to go get the big boot. It's out there. That's on me. See, that's a real one right there. That's a real one. Everybody say hello to Raider Ron.
Raider Ron.
Raider Ron. Raider Ron. Raider Ron. Raider Ron.
Raider Ron.
Everybody, huge shout out to Raider Ron. All right, you knocked down that. It's the lemon lime happy dad. So hopefully you're okay with that. I would never do that again on screen if I was you. Do you think if we wore this at the Dallas Stars, they'd get mad?
The Kraken.
But we're just going to call it the Ross Felix from now on. It's the Felix. Go get the Felix. We got the Hellcat Q.
Get your hand out of the Felix.
Get your hand out of the Felix. Quit touching my Ross. All right, here we go. When you're ready.
Woo.
Here we go.
Raider Ron, same here.
What do you do?
You said excited for the schedule release.
We almost got the whole thing, Ron. We almost have the entire Raiders schedule. We're getting close. I'm hoping that we get it before it's actually released. What do you say?
Got some ringing in my ear. You ever get like feel like your ears stuffy and you have to do the like cover your nose and like
Yeah.
I just did that to
Yeah, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games away from having the Raiders' complete schedule. 5 games away from having the Raiders' complete schedule. Home opener, week 3 against the Steelers. I do think, though, the way that this schedule is setting up for us, oh, man, I'll tell you what. If you can start 2-1, it's big. And those are winnable games. The Bills is going to be a tough one.
No way this is the only person they had.
Yeah, no, it's not right. This thing's a little all over the
Definitely added
place.
more people.
They definitely did.
All right. I'm going to need some chugs in the chat before I get this boot.
Let's go. Let's get some chugs going in the chat. Also, 5 likes away from a wheel spin. This will only be our second wheel spin of the day. I don't know about you. I need some more likes in my life. Need
'em
some
going.
more likes
Get 'em
in
going.
my life.
Get them going.
Come on. Come on.
Woo!
Come on. Here we go. You got 10 seconds in you?
Oh, yeah.
8 seconds. Over under. Over under 8-second boot for Jeremy Chugs. Under. That confident.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. This is nuts. This is nuts. You're getting a lot of unders. Rebel says over. He's doubting them. He's doubting them. Here we go. When you're ready. Yeah, it's definitely under. You just manhandle that bubble. It's disturbing.
Woo!
I mean, it is. That's electric. Absolutely electric.
Let's go, Raiders!
Wow.
Ow!
That was some anime punch right there. Can you go get the long boot?
Yeah.
Go get the long boot. All right. Yeah, he's gonna go. It's insane. I can't wait for when we're all hanging out week 3, Raiders, Steelers when we're giving away those tickets, and y'all watch Chugs knock down a boot. It's one of those things. You got to see it in person. You know what I mean? Like, you got to see it in person type of thing. It's nuts. It's nuts. And for those of you that are tuning in, we are still waiting for the schedule to be released. Again, we have, I believe, according to, we're trying to keep track of all the leaks that have come out. We have most of the games. We're still just missing a couple. Once we get everything, then we will drop the Raiders schedule. And for those that don't know, we did get a brand new boot. Here's the difference. This is actually 6 beers. This is only 3. So this makes it look like whippy, whippy, whippy. Hefty, hefty, hefty. But if you send in a 500, not only do you get yourself a Raiders jersey, and right now, it's like the deal of all deals. You also get put on our jumbo boot, our megalodon boot, if you will. I will try to find a bigger boot. I don't know if I'll be able to, but... So, the second person on our mega boot, Husker Raider joins Trivan. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Oh, man. How we feeling? Chugs, what's your favorite snow cone flavor? Oh, this question.
And have you heard of Tiger's Blood
I like
as a snow cone
Bootzilla.
flavor?
Bootzilla from Martin. Tiger's Blood, never heard of until today. Does sound great. How about this, though? While you're getting those comments in,
That's a great answer, though. Paul said red.
spin it. Jason, I said cherry, and Chugs gave me shit for it. Have you ever had T-Berry? T-Berry is actually, low-key, one of my favorite ice creams.
I don't know if you're messing with me right now.
Seriously. It's like, imagine, it's kind of like a mint. I don't know how to how would you explain T-Berry, Brian? I love T-Berry. T-Berry's elite. It's very good.
I don't know if you're messing with me right now.
We need a boot shaped like a corn cob. Holy shit, that'd be elite. No, T-Berry's very good.
Best snow cone flavor, Tiger's Blood, and it's not close.
It's a PA thing. It is. Is it a PA thing? My mom's favorite ice cream's T-Berry.
What is it?
It's like a minty.
It's like mint chocolate chip?
Not really. Like mint chocolate chip is like got some chocolate in it. Tea berry is more of like a fruity
Xavier is saying grape.
grape.
Snow cone flavor grape. Blue raspberry from Lord Buddy Bear.
Somebody said, "Wow, we need a trip to the Corn Palace." I think that's Nebraska. Is that the Corn Palace? Nebraska? We'll get a video of Chugs and I just running through a whole bunch of corn the long way.
Ooh, OG tiger's blood with sweet cream. Oh, did you ever go to a snow cone place that did like the sweet cream on top?
No.
Wedding cake from Howie Longway. That's a good
Interesting.
one.
Okay.
Cherry Virgin.
Somerset. I know Somerset. That's my house, Jake Peters. Love it. All right, Chugs, it's time to spin the wheel.
Can you read my burner?
The Chugussie flavor? I don't know if I'm even saying that right. All right, y'all. Every 250 likes we get, we spin the wheel. So, you want another spin? We're about 200 away. All right, Jeremy. Let it rip. Here we go. What is it going to land on? Let's go. You're getting slapped.
No, that means I get to slap.
No, that's not what that means.
Yes, it does.
That is not what that
That's
means.
100% Chug slaps.
Chugs slap means your ass. That sounds weird. Means you're getting slapped. That's what that means.
No.
Judging by this wheel, does that mean Chugs is getting slapped or I'm getting slapped? Let's be real. So you're telling me Mitch shot. What does that mean?
That means you take a shot.
Oh, okay. So Chugs slap means that you get to slap me. I don't believe you. Yeah, Ron says, Chugs, you're getting slapped. It's clever. It's definitely clever. I'll give you that.
I thought I could sneak it.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe after a Wild Raiders Report show, but no. No. No, sir. All right, Chugs. I do need you, though, to go get a plate. Go grab a plate. We got some fresh plates out there. Very, very fresh plates. And I'm also now going to use the Kraken tool, which I believe what you do is you take your drink, okay? Which way? That way?
No. So like, whenever you do it, on the thing it said like.
Yeah, I remember, but I don't.
So on the thing, whenever you do it,
Okay.
I think it's right here.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
going to do.
gotta face it downward though, so there's like an air bubble.
Okay,
You do it.
I
If
got
you
you.
do it up, it's gonna spray in your face.
Okay. All right, so we got this tool here from Ross Felix. Shout out to Ross. And I'm going to go for it here. Okay, little air bubble action. I like it. Put it in. And then from what I understand, as you can see, the hookup is on here. From what I understand, I should be able to just crack this and let it fly. Here we go. If I can get it. Hang on, my mic's in the way. You guys are going to have to give me a minute. Oh, this is a disaster. So I spilled. It works, but I definitely spilled. So what's tricky is because it's flipped up, what I think I still got to do is just treat it like a normal shotgun. So once it's cracked, turn it the normal way, and then have it ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I left it upside down and tried to do too much of a twist. Rookie mistake. It's a rookie mistake. You got a plate and a piece of pizza. You want to get hit by a pie crust? We could do that. That one's a little short though. You might get some fingers. Oh, dude. They were giving you shit about trying to get out of it. I'm not going to lie. Especially, yeah, dude.
I didn't try to get out.
Kinda.
No, I just wanted clarification because I meant chug slap like I get to slap.
And you know you didn't.
No, that's what I meant.
No. I don't believe you. No chance.
Oh.
All right, how about this?
Ross said they didn't put the cleaner on the Giants. I was on Knicks.
All right, turn around. Yep, perfect. I don't want you to.
What is this?
You're not going to be able to see me slap you.
Yeah, I still will.
Nope. Yeah, turn. All right, fine. You can turn around. I hit your nose.
No, you hit my ear.
Really?
Yeah. It's like ringing.
What does it sound? Did you answer it?
That's what I hear right now.
I'll tell you what. These hefty plates are great for slapping. Elite for slapping. We did just run out of tortillas, though. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I hit him a little bit. It's all right, though. He's a tough guy. All right, everyone can get Slayer out of the chat. Get him out of the chat. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out of the chat. Okay, guys. How about this? I say we try to do surprise cut candidates. While we're still waiting for the remainder of this Raiders schedule to come out, let's do Raiders cut candidates. So we are still missing a few games here. Yep. Still missing a few games for the silver and black. So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to run through our surprise cut candidates. Going to be presented by Manscaped. And then at the end of this is the only thing left for us to do then is reveal the schedule. Does that sound good? Sounds good to you? Schedule will be released pretty soon. So we're going to try to run through this a little bit quickly. Hopefully that's okay with everyone out there. Coming up right now, surprise cut candidates. And I got a deal. My deal is this. Every $100 super chat during this segment that I'm about to do surprise cut candidates, because I hate doing this segment just for the simple fact of, it always sucks talking about this. Every $100, I'll do a beer bong. That's the deal with the Kraken tool, okay? Shout out to Ross Felix. I got to redeem myself. Okay, here we go. Coming up right now, surprise cut candidates here on the Raiders Report. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and today's surprise cut candidates is presented by Manscaped. If you don't use Manscaped, there's probably a good chance you're single. Head on over to manscaped.com. Use code Raiders for 20% off and free shipping on the best male grooming products out there. I recommend, guess what? The Lawnmower 4.0. So every single year I do this show, Surprise Cut Candidates, and it's a mix of players that I believe could potentially get cut, but some of the names will be a surprise. So if you're like Mitch, all right, what exactly is a surprise cut candidate? It's a player who most Raider fans watching would be surprised if when the 53-man roster rolled around, they didn't end up making the team. Some of the OG Real One Raiders Report watchers will see some names on today's show and be like, okay, I can understand that. Mitch has talked about him before. But for some of the other people that, let's just say, maybe don't watch the show as much, some of these names are going to be like, oh, shit, that's surprising. Let's go to the first name here on today's Cut Candidates, presented by Manscaped. It's Amik Robertson. I like Amik Robertson as a player. But when it really just comes down to it, he's not a McDaniels and he's not a Ziegler guy. Drafted in the 4th round, and it's kind of crazy the fact that he is the only player from the 2020 draft still on this Las Vegas Raiders team. If you move on from Amik, you save $1.1 million. And the reason why that number means something to a lot of NFL teams out there, especially guys like Ziegler and guys like McDaniels, is because $1.1 million is the vet min. If you believe in some of your younger players like a Sam Webb, you drafted Ja'Cory and Bennett, and Amik Robertson is on the outside looking in, I look at that $1.1 million and I go, okay, after June 1st, I can sign a vet that can help out our team to potentially the vet min. I hope that Amik ends up making this roster because if he does, it does mean that our secondary is shaping together in a nice way. Amik's a dog. He proved himself to be a really solid outside corner last season. I also think that he can play in the slot a little bit, but to me, they have Brandon Faison over him. They have Tyler Hall over him. They have Jacorian Bennett over him. They have the 3 players pictured over him. What it really comes down to is Sam Webb. If he can beat out Sam Webb, he probably gets the job. I just don't think it's going to happen because this coaching staff freaking loves Sam Webb. So we got a few more names to get into on today's show, but how about this? So this is going to be the pinned comment on today's Surprise Cut Candidates video. I want you to name somebody where do you think could get cut, but it would still be a surprise to you out there. Let me know down in the comments why you're getting hit with that YouTube ad break. Next name coming up here is Malcolm Kuntz. When the Raiders drafted Kuntz in round 3 out of Buffalo, I was excited. I liked his burst. I liked his first step. I like his acceleration. Unfortunately for Kuntz, I'm going to chalk this one up to just him getting unlucky. What do I mean by that? In 2021, when he was drafted, he was a part of the Gus Bradley defense. Then in the 2022 year, was part of the Patrick Graham defense and really didn't fit well. 68 snaps on defense. Sure, he played a little bit of special teams, but if you cut him after June 1st, look at that number again. $1.1 million you're saving. To me, the Raiders didn't use Kuntz enough last year. They brought in enough players on visits this past offseason that indicates to me they don't love what they have in Kuntz. On top of that, they drafted Tyree Wilson. Kuntz's main job would have been third downs, letting his ears, pin him back, getting after the quarterback. With this Raiders defense right now, he's just in this awkward spot. If you were to put Kuntz in a 3-4 defense, I actually think that would be a much better fit for him. He's too undersized to be a defensive end, and he's not quite athletic enough, I'll just be honest with you, to be a true edge rusher outside linebacker. So because of that, I think they keep Max Crosby. They're going to keep Chandler Jones. They're going to obviously keep Tyree Wilson. So who's the next player that they keep? To me, it's Jordan Willis. They like Willis. He's one of their players. They brought him in for a reason this offseason. So because of all that, make your 53-man roster. I'm telling you right now, it's really difficult to keep Malcolm Kuntz. To make sure that your girl doesn't make you a surprise cut candidate, get your hands on some Manscaped. Alex is probably going to kick my you-know-what for telling you all this, but Saturday when I was getting ready to propose to Alex, it was a wild thing, and I made sure I Manscaped when she wasn't home, because usually when I do, it's for a special occasion. And I don't want you just to use Manscaped for special occasions. I want you to use it for your everyday life. Why? It's a cleanliness thing. Do you brush your teeth every day? I'm not saying you have to shave your balls every single day, but you should at least take care of them down there, right? Like, the amount of times that I look at Alex and I'm like, hey, babe, are you tired? And she hits me with, yes, I am tired. I'll tell you what, though. Some days where she hits me with, I'm tired, and I still got a chance, it's usually when I Manscaped. I'm just being honest with you. Get your hands on the Lawnmower 4.0 at manscaped.com. Use code Raiders, and if you want to get the perfect package, I will recommend ball toner, ball deodorant. If you're going to go out and have, even if it's like day with the dudes, and you want to come back home, you got a few drinks in you, you want to get down a little bit, if you've been hanging out with the guys all night and it smells like Fumunda cheese down there, chances are she's not going to want to, you know what I'm talking about. So make sure it smells good. Women, studies have shown, women care more about the way that you smell than the way you look. So why not make sure that your Nathan Peterman looks great, and make sure that you got rid of that George W. Bush, and make sure when she does get down there, if she does, it smells good. I'm here to help you guys out. Code Raiders, manscaped.com. Let's go to the next surprise cut candidate. It's Matthew Butler. I get it. The Raiders drafted him last year, and he is a McDaniels and Ziegler's guy. But you know what? Everybody has people that they trust in their life. And I got a source that I trust very much that flat out has told me that, hey, Raiders regret drafting Butler. And I hear that, and I go, okay. And he told me that before the draft. And then the Raiders go out and they draft a Byron Young in round 3. The Raiders go out and they take a Nesta Jade Silvera in round 7. And when I hear that they don't love the work ethic, they don't love his ability in terms of an overall athlete, that screams to me that they made the pick and they don't like it. And some of y'all are probably like, Mitch, who's your source or what's this and that. The biggest thing that you can look at for proof is the amount of times last year that Matthew Butler was a healthy scratch. Think about it. Think about how many times last season when you were sitting there, then the players who weren't going to be playing came out. Matthew Butler was on that list all the time. It's because the Raiders made the pick. They thought they could do something, and they don't love the fit. And then you think about the defensive tackles out there. They're going to keep Tillery. They're going to keep Byron Young. They're going to keep Bilal Nichols. I do think that they end up keeping Neil Farrell Jr. He's another name, though, to absolutely keep in mind. They like Adam Butler. John Jenkins has got a lot of ties. But then, do you keep Nestor Jade Severa over Matthew Butler? I don't know the answer to all that. All I do know is this. They don't love Butler, and he better wake the hell up. If they do move on from any of these players, we will get you a video. And if you want videos every single day, 365. And I mean, even when I'm on vacation in Cancun, I'm putting in the extra hours here in the studio. So when I'm gone for a week, you guys get a video every single day. I got a commitment to excellence. I'm committed to Raider Nation. Y'all are my family. And if you want to join this family, subscribe. It's 100% for free. Let's go to the next name here. And God, I hope this is one. It's Brandon Bolden. The reason why he's going to make my list here is because if you were to ask a lot of Raider fans out there, this one surprised a lot of fans. However, somebody needs to get a hold of McDaniels and Ziegler right now and say, why the hell are we keeping Brandon Bolden? He's 33 years old. He was the worst running back on your roster last season. And I'm sorry, if he wasn't a McDaniels guy, he would not even be on this team. If you can cut him and you can save $2.23 million, sure, you're going to eat $625, but I'm going to look at that money that I can save, and I want to try to save that money. Like, you cut Brandon Bolden, put that 2.23, put it towards Josh Jacobs. Jacobs is better. Amir Abdullah is better. Sincere McCormick is a better running back. Zamir White is a better running back. You're going to keep a fullback in Jacob Johnson. Why the hell on earth are you going to keep Brandon Bolden? Why? Like, somebody give me a reason. If somebody wants to say, oh, Mitch, he's a good locker room guy. Great. Cut his salary. Give him the vet min. Because for you to pay a running back who's the fifth best running back on your team, I don't get it. He can't catch the ball better than Amir Abdullah. He can't run between the tackles better than Zamir White, Sincere McCormick, or Josh Jacobs. What is Brandon Bolden doing? Special teams? Give him $1.1 million, and if you absolutely have to keep him, I get it. I've heard from Raiders players, he's a great guy. But if I was a great guy and I wasn't good at my job, you wouldn't keep me either. So, Brandon, best respect to you. Hope the best, but you got to get off this team. We got one more surprise cut candidate coming up here on today's show, but remember, you can always interact with me on social media. If you heard something weird, it was me. I had some earwax. I'm just going to be real. Twitter, Instagram, at MitchellRents365. Chugs is looking at me like, dude, what the heck are you doing? Also, Chugs and I, we sung happy birthday today to somebody on Cameo. And if you want a happy birthday shout out or any shout out, Brian Dar, you watching? We'll give a shout out to the kids. At MitchellRents365. And if you want extra live shows, it's over on Locals, Raidersport.locals.com. The final name here for my surprise cut candidate list is Andre James. And the only reason why Andre James makes this list is the money. Money talks, right? He started for the Raiders last season at center. I met him in person. He's a hell of a dude. He is a stand-up guy. People in that locker room love Andre James. He played 964 snaps at center last season. However, James is not a McDaniels and Ziegler guy. I also know that they love Dylan Parham. They love his ability to play center. And if you move on from him after June 1st, I mean, look at the money. You can save $6.5 million by moving on from James. And you're only going to eat a little bit. If we move on from every single player in this video today, I mean, you're almost at $10 million. If I told every single Raider fan out there, if you cut Andre James, Brandon Bolden, Matthew Butler, Amik Robertson, and then Malcolm Kuntz, and you use that money to make Josh Jacobs happier, would you do it? Or would you take that $10 million and would you go out and sign maybe 3 or 4 defensive players? I think most people would be like, you know what, Mitch? Yeah, you're right. Why? Because I also have confidence in going out and putting Dylan Parham at center. I have confidence in putting maybe McClendon Curtis at right guard. Or hell, He might even be athletic enough to play left guard. You can kick Jermaine Illuminor into right guard. Yeah, it'd be a little bit ballsy to have Brandon Parker, Thayer Munford, but I also believe in Munford as a young prospect. I believe in Carmen Brasillo. If there is one coach that I am not afraid to look at every single person in the eyes right now and say, I have confidence in, it's Carmen Brasillo. Carmen Brasillo was one of the best offensive line coaches in the NFL. So if you want to switch up the O-line, I'm okay with it. Why? I believe in Carmen Brasillo. I love James. I respect the hell out of him. He's a great guy. But from a Raiders standpoint, $6.5 million, I got to put the team first here, and that's the reason why I would cut him. So here are my surprise cut candidates: Amik Robertson, Malcolm Kuntz, Matthew Butler, Brandon Bolden, and Andre James. If you guys could, take a screenshot. Post it on Twitter. Post it on IG. Make sure you tag me. But how about this? This show is built on the backs of Raider Nation. It's built on the backs of Raider Ron, John Borelli, Lord Buddy Bear, David Zahn, Wild One, Rebel Montana, Martin. I see all y'all watching the show live, and I just want to say this. I appreciate the hell out of you. But how about this? Who did I leave off my Raiders list? No, it's the wrong one. It's okay. Who did I leave off my Raiders surprise cut list? I know what it says, breakout. But guess what? Chugs and I, we've been having a time. Look at that. Bang! Best in the biz. Who did I leave off my Raiders cut list? Please let me know down in the comment section. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Raiders Report. We're a channel that I promise you this. You might not always agree with every take that we give, but that's okay. You're going to disagree with friends. You're going to disagree with family. All I ever ask is this, that you let me know your thoughts. Why? I will look at them. I know there's going to be one night I'm sitting in Cancun, probably had a few Mai Tais, maybe a few other drinks. I'm going to be like, all right, yeah. Martin said that. Oh, yeah, Jaime Alvarado Sr. said that. If you don't think I look at the comments, you're freaking crazy. Who did I leave off my Raiders cut list? Let me know right now. All right, Chuggy Bull, let's give some shout-outs here. We are about 24 minutes away from the schedule release. Once we officially get this schedule here for the Raiders, we will give it to you guys live on this show. What up, Mario? You didn't miss anything.
Abel. Shouting you out.
I see you, my guy.
We also have some more super chats that we need to shout out.
Let's go
While
through
we're
some
doing
supers.
That, let me know. You can't cut McDaniels.
You can't cut McDaniels, unfortunately.
You can't say McDaniels.
Can't say McDaniels. All right.
No McDaniels in the chat.
No McDaniels and only Ciara's husband is the new rule today.
Yeah.
Also, we are getting closer and closer. The closer and closer we get to the Raiders schedule reveal.
Mitch, I want to say thank you. My phone was at 3%.
It's the greatest
charger.
It's the greatest charger of all time.
My phone is at 100% right now.
It's the greatest charger of all time. I don't know where Alex got it from.
It was at 3% when we started the show.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the greatest charger of all time.
It's at 100 now, but it hit 100 before we even did this last segment.
Oh, dude, it can charge a phone. I'll say it's probably the second best charger. My old charger that Alex made me give back to her, that could charge a phone in 15 minutes. Like from 0 to 100, 15 minutes. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Husker.
What up, Husker? You guys need a trip to the Corn Palace. I would love to go to Nebraska. I would say this. The only way I would ever go to Nebraska is Omaha for the College Baseball World
Omaha!
Series. That would be elite. I would love to be able to do that.
Also, your guy Trey Palmer got what was the bet? Did he get drafted over or under the bet? Or
I won the bet.
Oh,
He paid up.
Oh yeah.
He paid up. Husker, I'm not trying to pour salt in the wound, but you know. What up, Ross? You're probably going to watch the Knicks show from the other night to see how they did it more smoothie. Okay. I'll check it out.
We're more of a...
Also, you in.
You're in. We're also more of a boot and Merbonga show.
They do a lot more shotguns. I mean, I'll tell you this right now. I will take Chugs and I up against any other team in this office.
Oh,
drinking-wise.
Yes.
The only team that would give us a run for our money, Chase and Trace.
Well, no, because once we got to the boot, it would be over.
Well, I guess I'm saying, I mean, if boots are involved, nobody's close. Like, no, I have a cheat code. Like,
we have Tecmo Bo Jackson.
Like, Chugs can chug better than anyone. I'll also say, though, pound for pound, I think I can, the amount of liquid I can fit in me, giggity, you can laugh at me all you want, I can hang, man. I can drink a lot.
We have the fastest boot, and then we have the most shots. I know Mitch can take more shots than anybody else in this office.
As long
That's
as it's Fireball. If it's
That-
tequila, then
that's a
I'm not
fact.
the guy you should bet on. Mr. Bago, Mitch, my boy, you're going to the Monday night game. I'm going. I have hella Vikings friends in Minnesota. Also, Raiders.
Abel, hopefully that helps. I was a little hot, and I put the fan on me, and I think the fan was like blowing wind into my mic.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a little bit less loud right now.
Oh, sorry.
He said it was a little loud on my mic. Hopefully that helps. Sorry.
Also, the good cow. Let's just stop. Let's just stop with that. I would say, am I going to any games? No. To be totally honest with you, I hope I never go to another Raiders game again. Why? Because that means I'm still doing this. If I can do this for the rest of my life, I'm a happy guy. Now, full dream, Raiders check out this YouTube show, and they're like, holy shit, we got to get Mitch and Chugs in Allegiant Stadium and do exactly what they're doing in Allegiant Stadium.
Could you imagine Raiders touchdown? Devontae Adams, one-handed touchdown catch against the Broncos, back of the end zone. They cut to me on the 50-yard line, and I'm just doing a boot.
Yeah, imagine like you and I close to the field, right? Like just kind of close to the field, and instead of watching the game on a TV.
We're in the old booger mobile.
Oh, dude.
Going up and down the sidelines.
And instead of T-shirt cannons, we're just shooting out beers. Oh,
Dude, could you imagine all of Allegiant Stadium?
Shooting out beers would be
Everybody at
dangerous,
the
though.
same time. Raider Ron sends in $100. Everybody at the same time. Raider Ron. Bang.
I would
That
say
be
this,
electric.
though. I would imagine if we got to that point in our career, I don't know if we could do Super Chats anymore. I don't think they would let us. We probably wouldn't be able to drink the way that we do, but we'd still have a good time. I can promise you that. Raider Sancho McDaniels eats corn the long way. Also, Sancho, get in.
You're in. Oh,
Remember,
let me
every
get the-
$20 Super Chat that you guys send in, you are entered to win a signed Raiders football by Jeremy Chugs and I. So every 20 that you send in, you are entered to win.
And speaking of that, just because we were talking about it earlier.
Also,
as well,
today's MVP gets this boot, which I'm just going to tell you all right now, is Husker Raider. If you're going to beat Husker Raider, you got to send in probably a $600 Venmo. That's just where he's at right now. And most of these say Raider Ron. Like, so there's the ones on, like we have the black decals, all the white decals, every single one is Raider Ron. Every single one. The ones on the back are a lot of John Borelli, Podcast, Salute, Patrick B's on there, Trivan.
Speaking of that, if
Yeah.
you haven't gotten your McDaniels Eats the Corn the Long Way t-shirt, go to chatsports.com/corn. Get yours
Please.
today. We're trying to, so full transparency, we're not the only show here at Chat
Carlos,
Sports.
it is not.
We're not the only show here at Chat Sports that's made a t-shirt.
Yep,
The Bears Report currently has the #1 t-shirt sold at Chat Sports.
they do.
We're trying to beat them. So,
Yep.
if you haven't gotten your McDaniels Corn the Long Way t-shirt, help us out. I'll put the link in the chat right now. It's going to a good cause because we're really trying to stick it to the Bears and say, like, yo, Raiders fans are #1. Our Bears host straight up told me, he was like, yo, you're not beating the Bears. You're not beating us.
I mean, could potentially be that. All right, y'all. So, I do want to mention one more thing because we are getting closer and closer here to the Raiders schedule reveal. One thing that I did want to be able to mention to everybody out there is we are giving away 2 tickets to the Raiders home opener. So please keep that in mind. Raiders home opener, we are doing a ticket giveaway for that, which is going to be really awesome. It's week 3, Sunday Night Football, Raiders against the Steelers. And if you want a chance to win, it's 100% free to enter. We will be announcing the winner very soon. As soon as we get the Raiders' full schedule, we will announce the winner.
Anybody that wears a Corn the Long Way t-shirt to a game, that's a free shot.
Free shot?
Immediately a free shot.
Ooh, okay. Hey, I'm on board. So, if you want a chance to win the free tickets, the link's going to be down there. All you have to do is just enter your email. Enter your email. You're entered for a chance to win all of those awesome things. Not only do you get the tickets, the Saturday party tickets, you get a free entry to that. and Chugs and I will be there. So if you want to hang out with Chugs and I, we will be at that party, and it's going to be a wild one, man. Like, it might even be a Wild 114 production. I know that. It'll be a hell of a time. Let's go to Brandon. Had to step away for a while. Pretty sure I missed tune o'clock. It's, you know what, Brandon?
Not the first time, not the last. Not the first time.
I'm wearing the jersey. So how about this, Brandon? Because I got your jersey on today, I'll make you a special deal, okay? Every single time, and I mean every time Brandon sends in a $10 super chat, I'll do a shot for Brandon. That's the deal. Or if you send in a $20 super chat and you put either Def Jasper, Brandon Jasper, or Tuna Clock in your super chat in honor of Brandon Jasper, Def Jasper, I'll do a shot.
That's awesome. Brian Dar said, Borelli, my daughter loves yelling, bang, John Borelli.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
And speaking of John Borelli.
What's up, Borelli? What'd I miss? We're still waiting for the official schedule reveal, Borelli. Also, everyone, give a huge shout out to Mount Raidermore legend John Borelli. Right now, John, the giveaways and stuff that we have, we got a Raiders boot available, but as you can see in your picture, you already got one of those. We're doing a football giveaway every $20 super chat. You get a chance to win that. And basically now, since we're at this point in the show.
I don't think they would.
What?
Sarah Otto said, would they kick you out of the game for wearing that T-shirt?
I don't know. I mean, according to Mark Davis, he wasn't the one kicking people out. I don't know.
I mean, somebody had a Mookie Betts eats corn the long way massive sign at a Dodgers game. If they kick you out for wearing a McDaniels eats corn the long way T-shirt, ultimate soft move. And for all of those people who are getting butthurt being like, oh my God, you're being so mean. It's a joke. Relax.
I know.
We're not saying McDaniels go to hell, McDaniels whatever. It's a joke.
It's more of an
inside joke.
It's more of a Raiders report thing. Like, I don't. If you're getting that upset about it, I'll tell you this: you got bigger problems, man. I'll tell you that. You got bigger problems.
It's a joke. Relax.
Brandon Jasper, Buddy Bear. If I go to Vegas, the Bunny Ranch isn't the only thing. Wow.
Yep.
All right.
Brandon Jasper.
But if you want me and Husker are close to the College World Series, do it. I'll tell you this: I would love to be able to go to the College World Series. Really would. And it's been a bucket list mine. I actually don't know exactly. I want to say it's in June. I think the College World Series is in June, right? Something like that. My dad and I have been talking about going for a while. College World Series hit Jasper and I up Corn Palace in SD.
South Dakota?
I would have said Nebraska, but I don't know. Husker, cheers to you. Today's MVP. Wearing my Raiders Report shirt from Locals and my Suns hat. Like the Phoenix Suns. Yeah. Phoenix Suns.
Brandon Jasper.
Are you nervous?
Tuna.
Tuna Clock.
And then he sent another one for you. Clock.
I gotcha.
All right. We are very close to getting.
Yep. About 12 minutes away.
Predict how many wins the Raiders will have this season. Let me know.
12
Yep. He said
minutes
South Dakota.
away. Okay.
Martin, South Detroit?
What's up, Martin?
You're from England, bruv.
Husker Raider says 6-11 this season. Raider Muerte, 12. Our Dog's going to go at 9. Also, for tomorrow, for our Raiders Report happy hour show, Chugs and I have sake bombs. We have margaritas, and we're doing tequila. So, essentially, since Alex and I got engaged, we're going to do like... We're going to get down, man. Like I'm trying to think of this the best way I can put it. I'm going to get down the way that Alex's family gets down. A Mexican family get down. We're going to have margaritas. We're going to have sake's totally. We just got to get rid of the sake. And then we're going to do some tequila shots tomorrow. So be ready for that. Tequila. It's also funny. I have a family FaceTime tomorrow night, like with Alex and I, with my family from back home. And she's like, you better not be, like, trashed.
For tomorrow?
Well, it's like, it's our FaceTime of, hey, we're together kind of thing. And
I'm gonna marry Alex.
yeah.
She's gonna be my wife.
Yep. Yep.
She's gonna be my lovely wife.
All right, the good cow. I'm going to make you a deal. You got to send in a $100 super chat right now. 60 seconds or else we're kicking you out of the show for the day. It's up to you. It's up to you. What do you guys think? Or do we just kick him out now? If you want us to kick out the good cow.
Seems like he's the bad cow.
Yeah.
I would not want to drink that milk.
Yeah, it's
Probably spoiled.
I mean, how big of a loser do you have to be to join somebody's show and just be a troll? I mean, think about how sorry your life is for you to be a troll. Like, nobody who lives a good life is a troll. There's no way, right? Or else you wouldn't be a troll. You would just enjoy life. Like, honestly, when I see people act the way that the good cow does, I'm just like, I feel bad for him. I do. I'm like, bro, life's too short to be a troll. But hey, it's all good. All right, the good cow. I'm going to say goodbye to you.
Wait. Na 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 na.
Na, 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 na.
Hey. Goodbye. Everybody in the chat. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey.
Goodbye. If you think the good cow eats corn the long way, let's get some corn cobs right now in the chat. Raiders schedule release less than 10 minutes away. As soon as we get it, we will break it down for every single one of y'all. In terms of the games that we already have.
Our guys this year didn't come through as
They
good
did
as
not.
last year.
I mean, I'll tell you this right now.
A lot of it is still
The NFL did a much better job this year at not giving away as many leagues. So what we have so far, at Denver week 1, at Buffalo week 2, versus the Steelers, that's your home opener, Sunday Night Football. We don't know week 4. Against the Packers, week 5. Against the Patriots, week 6. We don't know week 7. At the Lions, week 8. Versus the Giants, week 9. Versus the Jets, week 10. At the Miami Dolphins, week 11. Versus the Kansas City Chiefs at home. Don't know week 13. Versus the Minnesota Vikings, week 14. Don't know week 15. At the Kansas City Chiefs, week 16. Don't know week 17. And then versus the Denver Broncos, week 18.
I got to ask Brett one thing about how we're getting the video out. Let me be right back.
Sounds good. All right, y'all. Raiders versus Chiefs on Christmas. Are you happy or sad about it? The way that I made this analogy was, I know there was a lot of Raider fans that didn't love this, but to me, the Raiders have nothing to lose in this game. Like, I'm not going to walk into a Chiefs game as long as Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback and be like, we expect to win. You're always going to be the underdog. The perfect Christmas to me is Raiders beating the Chiefs on primetime television in Arrowhead in a game that's got Nickelodeon shit going on. That's the greatest Christmas ever. Sure, if the Raiders lose to the Chiefs, I'll be upset. I get it. Like, I'll be a little bit more ticked off. But to me, the upside is so much greater. Christmas is my favorite holiday. No matter what, I'm going to try to be happy that day. If the Raiders find a way to beat the Chiefs, and the last time the Raiders beat the Chiefs was in Arrowhead, and if you followed this team over the past few years, they've played the Chiefs better in Arrowhead than they have at home. I'm just saying. Man. I don't mind the idea. Give me the challenge. You want to test your team out? Here's a good way to do it. Okay. Okay, so I'd say if you could. Well. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right, yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, y'all, so this is what's going to happen here. Once Jeremy and I get the schedule, we're going to do our best, like I said, to break it all down for you guys. And then after that, depending on what you guys want to do tonight, we might end the stream or we might keep it going. I have an idea that probably once we get the schedule, we do the whole schedule breakdown. We'll probably end tonight's live stream. We will, though, announce the winner. We still have to announce the winner. So that's very important. Okay. So I think we will... No, because I want to be able to... All right, how about this? We're going to give one more announcement. I'll text the guys and say, give me a winner. We're about to do the winner. About to do the winner. Okay. All right, so how about this? Chugs, put it up on screen one more time here. Up on screen one more time. If you don't already know, free home opener ticket giveaway. You can win 2 Raiders tickets. All you got to do is enter your email down below at blackoutdivision.com. Okay? Free to enter. You're going to be able to hang out with Jeremy, Chugs, and I at the Saturday party. And the fact that this is a Sunday night game, this is perfect. You win 2 tickets to the Raiders home opener. Raiders versus Steelers. You also will win a party bus ride to and from the game. You're going to get a free entree for 2 from Barcode Burgers, a pair of Charles Woodson jerseys, and a pair of residency hats.
Week 15 are Chargers games.
That is all going to be available to you. I'm going to put the link for you guys right now down in the chat.
Okay. So we've got executive producer Sam helping us out, piecing the schedule together.
Okay.
He's done a little. If you've ever seen The Wire or
So
one
what?
of
We
those
think
shows,
we have the full schedule.
Not the full. So here's what I put together. So if we're crossing the Raiders schedule with the Chargers,
Okay.
the only 2 weeks that they can play each other are week 4 and week 15.
Okay.
Those are, I think that's the home and road. One of them week 4.
All right, so apparently the Raiders are going to play the Chargers week 4 and week 15.
Potentially, yes. So
Actually, this is a good reminder. I should probably start putting these into the.
yes.
Okay. Well, when do you want to just do the...
I don't think we fully have it, but I think it's Chargers week 4 and 15.
Okay. How do you want to do it? You want to start getting your thing together and then we'll announce the winner or what? Okay. All right, y'all. We are going to start getting... No, leave that up. You can leave it up on screen. Yeah, we're good. Until we announce the winner. Free home opener tickets, blackoutdivision.com. We are getting close now. We're starting to piece together some of the schedule. So the Raiders' bye is either going to be week 7 or week 13 is what our guys are guessing here at Chat Sports. So based off of all the other schedules out there, it's either going to be week 7 or week 13 for the Raiders. One more chance to get all of this in. Also, Refined Zeus, we'll put your super chat up on the show, trying to get our schedule and everything kind of together here for the Raiders. In terms of the games that you want to go to, Chugs, out of the 4, I'll just trust you on that in terms of the script. We'll see what ends up going down. David Zahn, I hope you guys are all there. What, you hope? When do you guys want the Raiders' bye week to be? Week 7 or week 13? Which one do you want? We are about 2 minutes away now from the Raiders' schedule being released. It's an amazing giveaway. It's free to enter. I'm going to keep putting it down there in the chat. Ron wants week 13. Now, again, the plan is to do this giveaway before the schedule comes out. However, it's going to be cutting it close, so we might have to do it right after the schedule giveaway. Sound good? Really, really interested to see what happens here. It does sound like, though, that it is about to be released. So, like the video right now if you're excited for the Raiders schedule. Can I get some Raiders going on right now in the chat? And we're going to give some shout-outs here. How are we feeling? Carlos, what am I looking at here, my man? Carlos, what am I looking at here? If it's on social media, Carlos, unfortunately, I got about over 1,000 unread messages that I got to get through. You just got to tell me what you want. Scott, Madvet, Lost, Galvin, Adolfo, H. Bunny, King Sanchez. We are waiting for the Raiders' schedule to be released, which could be released now any second. It's okay. We're close. We got it close.
So what I can tell you, the bye's either week 7 or 13.
Yep.
The other 2 games, the games we're trying to figure out. Week 7 is either a bye, Colts, or Bears.
I think we got it. Raiders just put it out, so... It's not loading. Holy shit. All right, so the Raiders... I don't know yet. I'm still trying to get to... Okay, so the Raiders here... Hang on. Week 7, so week 1 at the Broncos. Week 2 at the Bills. Week 3, Steelers. Week 4 is going to be at the Chargers. Week 4 at the Chargers. Week 5 versus the Packers. Week 6 versus the New England Patriots. Week 7 at the Bears. Week 8 at the Lions. Week 9 versus the Giants. Week 10 versus the Jets. Week 11, Miami Dolphins at the Dolphins. Week 12, the Chiefs. Week 13 is the Raiders' bye. Week 14, Minnesota Vikings. Week 15, the Los Angeles Chargers. Week 16, the Kansas City Chiefs. Week 17 at Indianapolis. And then Week 18 versus the Denver Broncos. That is your Raiders schedule. Coming up here, Week 13 is the Raiders' bye. So this is how this is going to go down. Chugs and I, we are going to break down the Raiders' schedule once it gets built. And then we will officially announce the winner of the Blackout Division tickets here, sponsored by the Raiders Report. You can still win 2 tickets right now. You still got time to win. Until we announce the winner, you got a chance to enter. Because essentially what we're going to do is we're going to enter a raffle. We're going to hit random, and whatever the email lands on, you're going to be the winner. That's it. Carlos, yes, you can use that. Totally fine. Totally fine. So blackoutdivision.com, win 2 Raiders tickets. That's the deal at blackoutdivision.com. We're going to go through the entire Raiders schedule. I don't think they have that updated in here, in this list. I don't have. So week 15, Thursday night football against the Chargers. Yep. Week 15 is Thursday night football. Week 10 is Sunday night football against the Jets. Week 8, Lions, Monday night football. Week 5, Packers, Monday night football. And then week 3, Steelers, Sunday night football. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primetime games. Correct. Or week 16. Week 16 is Christmas. It's still on Monday, but it's in the middle of the day. Okay. Sounds good. All right, y'all. We got the official Raiders schedule here. We're going to go through. We're going to give you our full analysis of everything that we think about this schedule. And then after that, we will announce the winner to our Raiders home opener. Week 3 against the Steelers. Sound good? How we feel? Hopefully pretty good, man. How many wins are the Raiders going to get? Let me know right now down in the chat. Let me know down in the chat right now. I'm a little nervous, man. It's a tough schedule. A lot of primetime games. But hey, the Week 13 bye, I kind of like that. I like the fact that you're able to rest up, go up against the Minnesota Vikings, because I believe they also have a Week 13 bye. How many wins? Cody's going to go with 9. Steve says 11. Xavier 9. Tropical Remy 7. Lord Buddy Bear 16-0-1. I respect it. 9-8 from Brian Wilson. 8-9 from Surfer Life. Matthew Yoakum 12. Jason 6 says 10. Jaime is going to go with 10. Seeing a lot of 8, 9, and 10s. Let me know in the live chat above, over, under, 8.5 wins for the Raiders. 66% of y'all are saying over. Coming up here on the Raiders Report, we're going to break down the entire Raiders schedule, and then after that, announce the winners for our free home opener ticket giveaway. What do you win? Raiders game tickets, 2 of them. Saturday party, you're going to be able to hang out with Chugs and I and a bunch, hundreds of Raiders fans. Party bus ride to and from the game. Saves you some money. Free entry, 4-2 for Barcode Burgers. A pair of Charles Woodson jerseys. A pair of residency hats. To enter, all you got to do is go to blackoutdivision.com. Enter your email for a chance to win. I'm excited. I'm ready. Giveaway after. Yep. Yeah, we got to get this cut. Okay, y'all. Let's get to 10, and then we'll do the jersey giveaway. Cold open. Yep. Sounds good. All right, y'all. You ready to go through the entire rundown here of our Raiders schedule? I hope the answer is yes, because no matter what, it's what you're getting. So, you ready to get this thing going? Chugs is giving me a nod. After this breakdown, we will announce the winner for our Blackout Division giveaway. Chugs, when you give me a thumbs up, let's get it going. Here we go. Coming up on the Raiders Report. Get your crystal ball out. Predict the Raiders' record this season. They won only 6 games last year, but they did lose 5 games that they had at least a 10-point lead in. Can they get a little bit better? Get those record predictions in right now. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and our 2023 schedule reveal show is presented by Kanzuri. Use promo code CHAT at kanzuri.com/chat for some height-boosting shoes. You can get an extra 2.8 inches. I don't know about y'all. If I get an extra 2.8 inches, I'm going to take it. I'm Mitchell Renz. This is the Raiders Report by Chat Sports. And if you're looking for the latest news, rumors, or anything going on around the silver and black, we are the YouTube channel for you. So let's roll through this 2023 schedule. Week 1 at the Denver Broncos. Sounds like we're opening up 1-0. Then you got to travel to Buffalo against the Bills. Not an easy game. Steelers Sunday Night Football, the home opener. Primetime, baby. I'm all about it. Week 4 at the Chargers. So, I mean, basically a home game. Then you got Week 5. Monday Night Football against the Green Bay Packers. No more Aaron Rodgers. Josh McDaniels, a little Rich Bisaccia action. Week 6 against the New England Patriots. You knew that we were going to go up against the Patriots, right? Week 7 at Chicago. Justin Fields, really curious to see how that team looks. Another primetime game at Detroit. Monday Night Football against the Lions. Now let's go to the part of the schedule that the Raiders maybe have struggled with in the past. Week 9 versus the New York Giants. Week 10 against Aaron Rodgers at Allegiant Stadium. Sunday Night Football. My dad's going to be here for this game, so make sure y'all show up for that watch party. Week 11 at the Dolphins. A little Jalen Ramsey action, a little Tyreek Hill. Week 12 against the Kansas City Chiefs. And then the Raiders bye week and 13. Week 14, you're going up against the Minnesota Vikings. Another primetime game against the Chargers. What I love about this slate here is this. Chiefs, you have 10 days to prepare for the Kansas City Chiefs. Monday Night Football. It's on Christmas. It's in like the middle of the day, 1 p.m. Eastern time. But that gives you a lot of time to prepare. Gives you ready to go, so that way you're getting presents instead of coal for Christmas. Walking into Kansas City, taking down those guys on Christmas Day, that's the ultimate Christmas miracle. At the Indianapolis Colts versus the Denver Broncos, 5 primetime games for the Silver and Black this season. Now, if you love the Las Vegas Raiders, I got to ask for a little bit of help here. That's what family does. They got each other's back. And if you got my back, and if you got Raider Nation's back, hit that subscribe button. We are 891 subs away from 138,000. If you bleed Silver and Black, you might not always agree with every take that I give, but hopefully people respect the hustle, because I know this, I respect people that hustle, and I know we have that commitment to excellence here. So hit that subscribe button. So let's take a look now at a greater picture at week by week here for this team. And I'm going to concentrate on certain games. The big-time game that I got my eyes on here, obviously I can't wait for week 1. But the home opener, Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday Night Football, for those of you watching live, we're going to be doing a ticket giveaway to the home opener. Chugs and I are going to be able to meet us out here at this game in Las Vegas, Sunday Night Football, going up against a very competitive team with a really good fan base. So this is going to be a fun one to see in Allegiant Stadium. Before we go look at some other games, remember today's show is presented by Kanzuri. Use promo code chat at kanzuri.com/chat for 15% off you can get for some height boosting shoes. The Raiders Report is presented by Kanzuri. Fellas, are you tired of feeling insecure about your height? Kanzuri makes shoes that can add up to 2.8 inches to your height discreetly. Women get heels, makeup, and push-up bras. Why can't men get a confidence boost too? We're all the same height laying down anyway, if you know what I mean. Kanzuri shoes are not only height boosting, but also stylish and comfortable. They're not grandpa's Velcro shoes, but fashionable shoes that can receive compliments even without the height increase. The height insoles are integrated into the shoes, making it the ultimate height hack. For limited time, Kanzuri is offering our viewers an exclusive discount of 50% of top of their 30% site-wide discount. Use code CHAT at kanzuri.com/chat to get your 45% off. Don't wait any longer. Upgrade your shoe game and confidence now at kanzuri.com/chat. When I want to get high, I put on a pair of Kanzuris. The link for all y'all is going to be in the comments and in the description of today's show. Full disclosure, I was once a single man. I'm engaged now. But I'll tell you this right now. If I can add in a few extra inches, puts me out there. It's a little bit of a larger sea, if you will, with some more fishes. Kanzuri, they look great, and they're going to give you a few inches too. Please go check out our sponsor. So again, here we're rolling through the Raiders 2023 schedule. We looked at the Steelers game. Obviously, that's an important one. This Chargers game, week 4 as well. How do we stack up against the division rival? How are we going to be going up against Justin Herbert? This, to me, is going to be the real test to see where exactly the Raiders rank in the AFC West. Let's keep it moving here from weeks 5 to week 8. Do I want to look at the Packers Monday night game? Do I want to look at New England? Chicago's interesting. Detroit. The fact that the NFL put Detroit on opening night against Kansas City, I can't wait for all of these games. But you know what? I want to see the Rich Bisaccia, Josh McDaniels showdown. How do the Raiders stack up against a Green Bay Packers team that has maybe more question marks than anyone? You lost your 4-time NFL MVP, your quarterback, your leader for so long. I also have told y'all how many times that I like Jordan Love. So that's definitely a game to keep in mind. Another one, the Monday Night Football showdown in Detroit against the Lions. The Lions are a fun team. I like Dan Campbell. He's got that fiery atmosphere. They will have Jameson Williams back by this time from his suspension. But the fact that the Raiders have so many primetime games, it just shows you the NFL, the people, want to see the nation. So how about this, y'all? For those of you that are just new to the show, I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to interact with you. How are you going to a Raiders game this season? Give me a yes or give me a no. And if you're typing that Y for yes, be an overachiever and let me know which game you plan on going to. From weeks 9 to week 13, the week 13 bye is at a perfect time. Like, I love this bye here. I know a lot of past seasons, I haven't loved it, but you got the Kansas City Chiefs week 12, okay? Then you got a bye week. So essentially, if you're the Raiders, you have all the time in the world to be able to prepare for them. Week 10 against the Jets, that's Aaron Rodgers. My dad's coming to the studio. Get ready for that game. Oh, man, buckle that one up. On the road in Miami, when it really comes down to the playoff race, this could be a game that decides who gets in and who doesn't get into the playoffs. But I know every time we go up against KC, let's get some FKCs in the chat. It's a big one. Anytime Patrick Mahomes comes to Allegiant Stadium, I hope that our fan base shows up this time and really gets this thing rocking and rolling. Can I get some FKCs going in the chat right now? Chugs, let's finish out today's Raiders 2023 schedule. You got the Minnesota Vikings. Week 15, Thursday Night Football against the Chargers. I like this a lot, though. 10 days to prepare for Kansas City. I like where that puts us. But honestly, the Raiders' entire season is going to be decided in these final 4 weeks. You got 4 straight AFC games. 4 straight. If you can win 3 out of these 4 games, I bet the Raiders make the playoffs. I'll say that right now. You win 3 out of these 4 games, you in. You get to see Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor. Another game against the Denver Broncos. Chiefs, Christmas time. This is a hell of a way to end the season for the Las Vegas Raiders. And again, the Week 16 matchup is in the middle of the day. It's a Nickelodeon game, so Chugs and I, we're going to have some slime here for our Raiders watch party. But it's another opportunity for you to go to Kansas City. And realistically, over the past few seasons, the Raiders have done a better job in Kansas City than they have at Allegiant Stadium. And the one game that I know for a fact that I predicted right, and I know the Raiders put out their predict the Raiders schedule thing a month ago. The one game that I know for a fact I got right, I said the Raiders against the Broncos Week 18. Knew it was going to happen. They played the Chiefs, they played the Chargers, and now it was time to play Denver in Week 18. So one more time here, we're going to roll through this Raiders 2023 schedule. And if you made it this far in the video, if you want to let me know which game out of all these is your favorite, please don't be shy. Let me know. Anytime you go up against an AFC West team, I love it. But the fact that Chugs and I are going to be hanging out with y'all for Raiders-Steelers Week 3 is definitely a game that I'm looking forward to. So you saw all the Raiders primetime games, Sunday night, Thursday night, Monday, all of them. Now is your opportunity one last time to predict the Raiders' record for this upcoming season. They won 6 games. Vegas has it at 7.5. My gut feeling is going to put it somewhere around 8 wins right now. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we're closer to 10, 11, 12. Hopefully we bring home another Lombardi. But if you're watching right now, predict the Raiders' record for this upcoming season. All right, Nation. Huge shout out to all of y'all right now. It is greatly, and I mean greatly, appreciated. Chugs, I think there's only one thing left we got to do. I think that it's time to announce the winner of our ticket giveaway. What do you think? You good with that? I'm excited. All right, y'all. So one more time here, we're giving away 2 tickets to Raiders home opener Week 3. And can I get a little bit of a drum roll, please? The winner of our Raiders ticket giveaway for the 2 tickets to the home opener Week 3 against the Steelers is the email selly3579@gmail.com. The Blackout Division is about to reach out to your email. From what I understand, you got 24 hours to claim your prize. Good luck. Hopefully you're watching right now. And congratulations, man. Getting 2 tickets. You're going to get to hang out with Chugs and I. You're going to have an experience of a lifetime, not only being able to watch the Raiders win, but being able to hang out with a lot of awesome Raider fans. Everyone that participated, enter your email. I know I wish I could give away tickets, and maybe there's one day that I can give away a lot more. But, hey, this was a really cool thing. Selly, congratulations to you. All right, y'all, so this is what's going to happen here. I'm going to head on out of today's live show. Chugs and I, we're going to get out the schedule cut. We're going to end today's show. If you want to party more with us tomorrow, it's going to be happy hour. I got my long Zahn jersey on. Tomorrow is going to be a wild, wild show. If you send in a super chat, we will go through the remainder of the supers. Yeah? Okay. I got you. Refined Zeus says, what's good? Watch all the live shows. Appreciate all y'all. And Raiders Refine. David Zahn and then PG2869. Chugs, we also have to spin the wheel. See who won the football. Is that possible? Okay. I think we have all those names. We have Brandon, Sancho's in there. Felix should be in there. We should be good. We also got to do our football giveaway. What's up, Jake Peters? What up, Los? Everyone spam congratulations. That's really awesome, man. Yeah, I know a lot of people have the Raiders at a much lower, I guess, win total than a lot of people out there. They're a hard team to predict, but I do think that their secondary is sneaky good. So today, y'all, if you send in a $20 super chat, you're entered to win a signed Raiders football by Jeremy Chuggs. And today's MVP is Husker Raider. He's going to win a Raiders boot. I checked my Zells on. I don't see anything. Raider Ron, I'll see you tomorrow, my brother. So, we have one more slight giveaway to do. And then we will head on out of here for today. And we will get ready for Raiders Happy Hour tomorrow here on the Raiders Report. If you don't know, Happy Hour starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Killa, so if I go with my wife and cousin, we still going to kick it, or are you guys going to be busy? If you go to the party, Killa, if you go to the blackout party, Chuggs and I will be there. So, yeah, we can hang out. We can shoot the shit. I mean, the way I would say it, though, is we're going to try to talk to as many people as humanly possible. And I mean as many people as humanly possible. On the day that we first get there, we're going to get there Saturday morning. We have a few work things that we have to do. And then we'll be able to do a few different things. I guess either week 3 or you're talking about June. Either way, we'll be able to hang out for a little bit, no doubt. No doubt about it. Jake Peters, what up, what up? Sean Martinez, Husker Raider. You won the nation's heart. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, Chuggs is just getting all the final tallies here for our Raiders football giveaway. So kind of keep an eye on that. You ready? All right, here we go. We're going to spin the wheel. If it lands on your name, you are the winner of our Raiders football signed by Jeremy Chuggs and I. So, Chuggs, let's get it going. Spin that wheel. There you go. Kiko, that was close to Husker. That would have been a royal flush for Husker Raider. Raider Kiko 74. You are the winner of our Raiders Report football. If you could, Kiko, message Jeremy on Twitter so that way we can get your email address. Or not email, shipping address. Make sure you hit up Jeremy on Twitter at Jeremy Chuggs. That way, I'm going to put the link right now for you in the chat if you don't see it. Hopefully you do. Right there. Message him, and we got it taken care of. Shout out to Kiko, though. He's in there. Kiko, message Jeremy. We'll send you the football. I just need your shipping address. All right, y'all. On behalf of me, Jeremy Chuggs, the Raiders schedule releases out. Remember, tomorrow, happy hour, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Until then, have a good night.